And you're on, Caitlin.
Hello, and welcome back to session 2 of the FAYUM Festival. Where we last left our adventurers, they had just come to realize that something sinister this way comes. They have four magical she-shell crowns around their heads that they have discovered that they can't actually remove. And they've tried to leave a tent, and every time they try to exit, they end up walking straight back into the room. All of this culminated in Narbal realizing something about this festival, on a very good natural 20 history check. He discovered that this was the Faerun Festival, a festival of the Fae and the four seasons and the four seasonal courts that come together once every 100 years to mark and play pledge to their seasonal gods. Once we left our heroes, they were inside the tent preparing for a fitful and fearful long night's rest after receiving this horrible news. I'm just going to do a quick round robin to just catch everyone up on their characters from last time. So, Russell, can you please tell us who your character is and how is he feeling right now?
Why do I get to go first?
Because you're right, you're on the next right to me on my screen.
I'm at the bottom of the stream picture. Anyway, okay. I'm Thomas Hardley. I'm playing a halfling. I'm a sorcerer and a bard, but mostly kind of confused about everything. I like to catch butterflies. I'm a very gentle soul, highly innocent. I talk a lot, so forgive me. These guys really have to tell me to shut up from time to time. So there is that. And that's pretty much the most of it. Oh, I very much enjoy festivals, although this particular festival is beginning to get a little, well, spooky and frankly a little weird, and I'm not sure how things are going to go from here. My dear friend Edith the Goliath and Narbel the Hobgoblin are very close and dear to me, and right now we're looking to see what's going to happen to Sparrow.
Right, very good. Thank you so much, Tom Hardley. And if we could go to, please, Joe. Tell us about your character and how are they feeling?
Alright, well, I'm playing Edith. She's a Goliath, and she's got beautiful green skin, green eyes, and black hair. She is feeling a bit clucky these days, although not particularly at this moment. Last episode, she met another Goliath whose name was oddly Edgar, and she's now thinking this could be the last Goliath I ever see, and she's thinking about her companions, and she's kind of wondering if her last chance to ever experience any kind of maternal feelings is going to be towards them.
Fair enough. Thank you, Joe. And finally, Michael, how is Narbel feeling after his
Narbel's
stunning
pretty...
realization?
He knew about this. He's feeling a bit sheepish for not realizing it a bit sooner. But, Narbel's pretty good, actually. Impulsivity, you take the swings as they come, and then you hit back a lot harder with your teeth. And he's excited to see what comes next. He's got red skin, he's got long red hair, and at the end of each of these braids that he's got is a little dumb bell, a bell without a little thing inside it. Underneath his armor, he wears quilted, plaid like jester robes that kind of just drift and dangle in the wind. And he tries to keep a perpetual smile on his face until he remembers the long marches and raids, and then it's back.
I love it. Thank you so much, Michael. I'm going to bring us back into the tent. And at this point, you are all coming to consciousness, and you discover that the fourth bed in your tent, the one that was occupied by your friend Sparrow, is empty. There's no trace of him anywhere. Even the trunk that was at the foot of his bed has disappeared, along with the items that were inside it.
That fucker, he left us.
Narbel!
What? Pointy-eared bastard.
Edith!
Yes, Tom.
Where's Sparrow?
You see that his crown is still laying in the middle of his bed.
Cut the crown off.
It's still there, but he's gone. Have they taken him? What have they done to him?
I don't know if they'd take him without us. Why bring us? Why keep us all together in this tent?
Maybe it's a trick. It's some kind of trick.
Elves are Fey adjacent, are they not?
You said they were Fae, yes.
Narbelle's gonna feel up the. Is it a bed or like a cot?
Sparrow!
It's a bed. It's a four-poster bed. It's got like lovely awnings. It's got some gauzy material. It's the same as the rest of the room. There's like four adjacent from each other in the corners of the tent.
Sparrow!
I'm going to feel up the bed in a really like unkosher way. Like if it was a person, it would feel violated. But this is a bed, so it's okay.
Make a investigation check for me.
Investigation.
I'm just calling out Sparrow's name through the tent.
18.
18. It's a bed. It's cold. It doesn't feel like someone slept in it. It's like perfectly made, even though you know that Sparrow was lying on it for a good portion of the night, because previously you came back into the tent and he was already there feeling quite ill. But there's no signs of Sparrow anymore.
Can I open the tent flaps?
Yes.
Edith puts a hand on Tom's shoulder.
When you open the tent, Tom, outside is a blinding sunlight. And you notice that instead of that space between spaces that was there previously when you tried to exit the tent, now there is another side. You reckon that if you stepped out of the tent, you would be able to leave.
You lot! We can get out. I think we can get out of here. Look. Have a look here. Maybe he's just got up. Maybe he just woke up and he left. Maybe he's having breakfast. He's probably having pies right now.
You can't take the crown off, Joe.
Narbelle is like halfway through gutting the bed and he's like crawled halfway inside it. He spits out some goots down.
All right, well, good news. He's not in the bed.
Why would he be in the bed, Narbelle?
I don't know. Does anything about this place make sense to you?
No, not really. Come, look, we can go outside. He's probably out there. He's probably having a feast.
I don't think he's been in this bed for a long ass time.
Come on, Narbelle. He didn't leave us. Surely he didn't leave us. And this is all a trick.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
It must be a trick.
May have been taken.
That's where I was thinking, Edith. He has been taken.
He's been taken?
I think so.
No, not Sparrow. He's not been taken. I need him. He's. How are we going to learn anything without Sparrow?
You're going to learn some great stuff from Edith and I.
Yes, but I don't understand.
Narbelle punches Edith's side. Look at that.
He's my friend.
She pushes him in the head back.
Flies back inside the tent. See, you're learning things already.
You two, come on! Sparrow's missing. What? Stop playing around.
Get your armor on. We can't leave the tent without that.
Aye, good point.
I can help you.
Thank you.
Here.
Look, they took a lot of effort to get us in this position. They're not just gonna let him go. If he's not here, it's for a good reason. He's still part of the team.
Maybe he was disqualified. Right? What if he did something wrong?
I don't think that was the case. Because he was here with us. What could he have possibly done?
I don't know. Maybe when we were asleep, he woke up and went wandering or something.
You know what I think it is? I think they're making him be a damsel. They're going to make us rescue him because it's motivation.
Narbelle, that's very funny, but I don't think that's true. I think what he's doing, I think maybe they've kidnapped him. One of the other teams has broken into our tent in the middle of the night and they've stolen him.
Without any of us here?
They're Fae. They could do anything.
Either of us could sneak up on Edith very well.
Wait, I've got to try something before we get going this morning because this worked yesterday. I'm going to see if it's going to work again. Hold on a second. I have to concentrate.
You teleport 5 feet in the other direction.
That still works. I can still teleport with my burps. Yes.
All right. That's going to be really useful.
Well, I hope so. It's kind of like a Fae burp step.
I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. It'll come to me later.
Tom, you've got that magic bag that you can put everything in, right?
Yeah, yes. I can keep all sorts of things in here. Do you need something? I've got everything.
I was just thinking maybe we should take Sparrow's crown just in case it gives
That's
the advantage.
Probably a good idea. We should take it in case we find them, or unless we find someone who can help us with it or something like that. Yes, let's do that. I'll take the crown. puts it in the bag of holding.
Great.
So yours is not coming off, is it? These are not working, are they?
We gotta earn our freedom, which is great.
I don't like it. They're gonna make us fight, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I just-
It's to determine which season or element is in charge next.
You know, it's funny, I
So-
didn't sleep a wink last night, and I didn't see him disappear. I didn't even realize he'd gone. I thought maybe I must have rolled over or something and been facing the wrong way when he left, but...
Definitely magicked away from us.
You guys
But-
start to hear the distant calling of a crowd. They seem excited. There's whistles, there's wailing, there's clapping, and over a loudspeaker, you hear Saoirse, the fawn from before. Well done, heroes! You did a great job. It is very good to see you try your best. Anyway, it is time for you to leave the arena, and it is time for our next champions to take their positions.
Do you think it's going to be our turn soon?
Well, we haven't been given an itinerary. I'm sure I'm sure we got some time.
What if we just asked them and we just say no? Perhaps we could just tell them, look, we're not really interested in fighting in your arena and becoming tribunes and all of that sort of thing.
That's not gonna work.
Make a
How-
perception check.
How do you know it's not going to work, Narbella? Have you already talked to them?
We ate their food. That's as good as a contract.
What?
Yeah, face stuff. It's fun that way. I got a 3 on my perception.
You notice nothing.
23.
Are we all making perception checks?
Yeah,
here?
make a perception check.
All right then. Perception.
If you give it above a 5, you notice what's going on.
Well,
It was at a very low.
I rolled a natural 1 for a 9.
That's amazing.
That's valid. I feel like you are just so stressed that you don't notice, but I'd say that
Edith got 23. Yeah.
Edith got 23. She notices that the back of the tent looks weird. It's starting to look like it's folding in on itself, and it's starting to push towards the front. To the
As
door
in,
where
like,
you
to
go
get
out.
us to
I
urge
think
us
You
that's
go
our-
out. Yes.
That's our cue to leave.
Okay.
What's going on? What's what are you talking about?
It's
The
just
tent.
The tent. The tent. Oh, the tent. Let's get out of here now. I'm getting out of here before that does that. I don't like that. I'm out.
If we win, that'd be great for family vacations. I wonder if they'd let me have one.
Stumble out of the tent.
As soon as you stumble out of the tent, you notice that your feet hit sand. And you're in a area that is brightly lit. And there is the sound of water all around. And then you notice that you're on an island. And there's multiple islands within this area. And then you look up. And there's the crowd going wild. They are so excited. There is streamers going off. There's fireworks. And then you see a little balance beam across the entirety of the arena. And there is Saoirse the Fawn, still riding on her unicycle, balancing on this tightrope that's going across the entire arena. Sorry, I forgot the words for a second. Alright, it is time for our seashell folk to make their way into the arena. Our other champions have done well. Some of them have lived, some of them have not. But they have progressed to the next round.
It's daytime, right?
It is daytime.
So there's no torches or flame anywhere.
No.
I think.
Not that you can. Oh, make a perception check.
All right. Perception. That is a natural 20 for a 29.
A natural 20
Hell
for
yeah.
29. You can
Oh,
see
28,
that
28, sorry.
below the surface of the water, there is a weird, unnatural light that seems to be flickering and dancing as though it were an open flame, but it's in the water and it's very deep down.
Oh, I don't like that. Do you see that? There's something in there. Something magic is in there.
Let's hope our only opposition is up here with us.
I guess we're not going to swim out of here, are we?
Champions, if you would take your places, it is almost time for your tournament to commence. As you can see around you, there are 4 statues. On top of each of those statues is something that you might have lost, and something that you might like to find. You have half an hour to collect all of the items and escape the arena. Your time starts now. And she sort of unicycle type-rotes off into a observatory that you notice at the end of one of the arena. The crowd erupts into hoots and hollers and just excitement to see you take your places.
I take a big swig of water.
Edith takes out her javelin and like switches it around because even though she hates this, she can't resist the whole heroic axe thing.
Make a performance check.
It's a 7.
You swish the javelin around trying to be impressive, but you're not used to holding it in a more theatrical way, and so occasionally you'll end up like whacking your side or your thigh or your hip with it, so it's exciting, and the crowd give you a okay a bit of a golf clap. They're still excited, and they're still very entertained by what is to come.
I start going through my bag looking for something useful. I'm thinking grappling hooks and spikes and hammers and ropes and things like that. I take out my sling and my sling bullets too, my walloping sling bullets.
Very good.
So the statues, they're out in. We have to pass over water to get to them?
Yes, so basically you are in an open space. You're in the middle at the moment, but it seems that your island is slightly drifting. It's not a stable island, so it's currently drifting around, and there are 4 stationary
I don't like this.
columns, and then in the very center of the arena is where that flickering light is.
Do those columns rise up above us?
Yes.
Okay, and there seems to be things on them? Is that what you said?
Yes, there seems to be statues of varying shapes. If you'd like to make a perception check or an investigation check, I would allow you to see more detail.
Love to do that. If I can make a perception check, that'd be fantastic. That is a dirty 20 for 13.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
You see that these statues are in various states of dance, and they seem to be forms, but they are stone marble. And one of them is playing some pipes, one of them is twirling a ribbon, one of them is holding a tambourine, and the other one is doing a handstand, and on its ankles there seems to be a anklet of bells.
Do I have some pipes in here? I think I might have some pipes, actually. I don't know whether we need to do something like that. Maybe we can play the pipes, and that might wake one of them up, and they might help us.
That's not a bad suggestion. Give it a go.
I'll try. Wait, do I have a set of pipes here? My cloak billows in its cloak of billowingness.
It's very dramatic.
For theatrics, while that happens, Narbell's is going to fire off a guiding bolt up into the sky like a firework.
What is the distance on that guiding bolt?
120 feet.
120 feet.
Perfume.
It gets to about 120 feet, and it hits a barrier, and it explodes on impact. And you see a light just opal across. It's like the light disperse.
Yeah,
You see that
that's what I'm talking about.
The roof of the arena is a dome.
Oh dear. I ring a little bell that I find as I put some what's it called? Frickin' perfume on.
Okay.
Okay. The island we're on. It feels like ground beneath our feet, not like wood or something.
It feels like sand, but it's sort of drifting. Slowly drifting in a sort of circular pattern, and it's about to pass around the edge of the statue with the pipes.
Sorry, you may have gone over this. Are the statues with the pipes separate to the columns? Like
They are on top of the columns.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
And I assume we can't see their feet, so we don't know if they're attached.
The only one you can see the feet of the one that's doing the handstand.
Okay, is it attached to the column?
It is on top of the column. It is doing a handstand. Its hands seem to be on either side of the column.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like you could knock it over.
No.
Okay.
And how tall is the column?
The column is about 80 feet.
Ooh,
80 feet.
shit. Well, I do have at least that much rope.
Grand.
So do we want to get wet or do you want to stay dry?
I'm open to suggestions.
All right. Well, I can make us be able to breathe underwater, or we can walk on the water.
Oh, I like the idea of walking on the water.
I think the
Much better
walking
than...
is good for now.
I don't want to go down there. There's something down there. I don't like that.
Is there something down there?
Did you not see that? Look. Here. Look, have a peek. Just
As
there.
you look down into the middle of the arena, you see this flickering white light that seems to be fire, but it's deep underneath the surface of the water.
Where's Sparrow? We need Sparrow right now. I don't think I've got my pipes with me. I think I left them with him. And he's probably... Oh, gods, what's going to happen?
He's keeping them safe.
Yondalar, please, bless us this day.
As you look up, Russell, Tom, you notice that by the observatory there is a timer, and it seems to be flicking over, and it's counting down.
That's some sort of time counting contraption. I have never seen anything like that before.
I think that's how much time we have.
Well, how much time do we have?
Are the
Half an
numbers
hour.
familiar to us? Oh, an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Half an hour? Or 1 hour?
1 hour.
1
I
hour.
said half an hour, but I'm going to make it an hour. It's probably better for you.
All right.
Come by this first pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Is it straight, smooth marble, or are there handholds?
It looks ribbed, and it also looks like there are places where someone or something might have hit it. So there are parts in the pillars that have been tampered with, and they look like they've got some cracks that could be used to leverage yourself up.
Okay.
Well, I do have rope and pittons and a hammer. But Edith, you might be able to just climb up there. I don't know. But you don't want to fall from up there. You'll find yourself in the water. Maybe we could climb together. We could tie ourselves to one another and then we could hammer in pittons. So if either of us fall, we're not going to go too far.
Tie ourselves together, yeah.
Good idea. Hey, Edith, how far do you think you could throw Tom up the pillar?
No!
Yeah!
Why? I'm going to hit my face on the pillar and then I'm just going to slide down all the way down it.
No, I got faith in you. You get as high as you can. You with one of them pythons, and then
She can lift me up. I'm not going to let her throw me. That's ridiculous.
It's a suggestion.
You've been reading too many of those Fae stories or something, I suppose.
Maybe.
People always talk about throwing us wee halflings and dwarves all the time. They make a joke out of it. It's not real, you know. You can't really just throw people around like that.
It wasn't for fun, I promise you. It was entirely practical.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't dare otherwise.
You'd best not.
Dare.
You best not, Narbel. I'll throw you in the river.
I'll throw you up the pillar.
Right. Shall we get this going then?
All right, we have to get to the pillar first. So I suppose if you can do the walking on water thing first, please, if that's all right.
Okay. So she'll get out the cork from a bottle of something Narbel has drunken recently and cast water walk on the bunch of us.
Okay.
Grand.
How long does it last? How long does it last?
It'll last us 1 hour.
Oh,
Perfect.
that should be all right then. Okay. All right. I start running across the water, if I may.
You may.
All right.
As you run across the water, you notice that there's some bubbles that seem to be popping up.
It's working,
around your steps.
but I don't like it. It's working, but I don't like this at all. I'm not liking this.
In fact, you notice that these bubbles, as they bubble, there seems to be something solid inside these bubbles, and it's starting to froth and sort of move out. And
What's that?
as your foot touches one of them,
Oh,
you get a burst of electricity go through your foot. What is your armor class, Russell?
Oh, not very high. 16.
Okay, so that definitely hits, and you take 4 points of lightning damage.
Fuck off. Okay.
Okay.
As they start to bubble and
right.
burst around you, you notice that it's a swarm.
I'm running at this point to get as fast across as I can to the pillar that we're aiming for.
Narbel is closely following, I think within 10 feet, so both our speeds are 40 feet because of my aura of alacrity.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, keep running. Narbel, what is your armor class?
I'm dashing.
20.
20. 15 plus... You manage to just run on top of these without it bursting, and you're dashing through these bubbling water, and as soon as you leave that surface, you notice that the bubbles go back down.
And it's following us as we go.
As you go.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, go.
Go. All right, so
Yeah.
do we need to make any checks or anything before we get to the pillar?
If you're dashing, I think it should be fine, but you want to make a dexterity check just to make sure that you keep your footing, because the surface isn't as even and flat as it was when you set out, and it's a little bit shifty.
Is acrobatics good?
Sure.
That is a 13 for Narbel.
It's a 9.
Okay, Narbel, you manage to get super fast. You're dashing, you're hopping over all of these little bubbly orbs, and right when you get to the edge, you, for some reason, your foot, it's like tripping over a stone, but it's on water, so it's odd, and you trip and you fall and you roll and you just make it to the edge of the pillar, which is still submerged in water, by the way, so these pillars go up. And I think you would probably you take 3 points of lightning damage on your way there.
Okie dokie.
Tom!
Right, so I rolled a 9. Unless it was a dexterity saving throw, I would have gotten a little bit higher.
What would you get if you got a dexterity saving throw?
I would have had an 11.
Okay, so still below the target DC.
Okay.
As you're running, you are sprinting, you are running, you're trying to get away from these orbs. I think you, for a moment, get a little bit sidetracked by how terrified you are, and you end up just falling, and you sort of are lying on the mirror of the surface of the water, and you're looking down, and you can see the solidness within these bubbles, and about 13 little slit eyes look up and stare at you.
Oh!
As you're
There's
bubbling.
something under there! It's got eyes!
But because you are lying flat on the surface, you notice that the bubbling stops, and you don't take any damage. But all of these little bubbles are cylindrical, have those slit eyes, and they're just staring at you.
Oh, there's something in there! It's got eyes, Narbel! Get me off here!
How far away is Tom from me?
Well, you were dashing, and it was only about... Oh yeah, so you're almost to the pillar. It was like right at the edge. Narbel made it to the pillar, you just were just away from it. So probably about 5 feet from Narbel
5 feet.
and the pillar.
I'm gonna, stretch out. I'm just gonna grab him by, like, the scruff of his armor and just gingerly pull him towards me.
Oh!
Make a strength check for me, please.
Can do. Fuck me, that's a 10.
I mean, how heavy is Tom?
It's not very heavy.
He's not very heavy.
And most of his stuff's in a bag of holding, too, so...
Yeah. I think you do. You manage to just sort of reach over and pluck him out of the water, but as you do, I'd say like 3 more little bubbles rise up to greet you.
Yeah.
And a 2, a 1, and a 11. I don't think any of them hit you, Russell, so you are... Like, you feel the leftover static electricity, but you do not take any more damage.
Can I climb up and grab onto the edge of the pillar?
Yes.
So I'm off the water surface. Where's Edith at this point?
Probably not too far behind you. I would
Did you
say.
stay on the desk, or did you run as well?
Oh, she wasn't going to go as fast as the boys, but when they started running, she would have hastened a
If
little
you were
bit.
within 10 feet of me, you would have benefited from that extra 10 feet walking speed that I give with my aura.
Yeah, okay, she probably would have been, just at the 10 foot mark, maybe.
Okay. Do you want to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Sure. Oh, I think I'll do what I can. That's a 5. I should have kept with my first one.
As you're going through this water, it again bubbles and is making it very difficult terrain to cross. With a, what was it, 5?
Mm-hmm.
You slip over as soon as you get off the dash, and you take... What was your armor class, Joe?
Actually, before you do that, can I absorb elements
You sure can.
as a reaction?
Wicked.
That's a good spell.
Well
Sweet.
done.
Right. So my armor class is 16.
16. I just miss it. You go to run and you dash over these bubbles, and then you notice, oh god, and then you manage to fall back onto the sand disc without getting hurt. But I don't think you make it that far across the water. I think you land back on the sandbar as it's starting to shift around
Right.
to the next pillar.
Oh no. So I'm.
It's okay. We'll get this one. You get a start in the next one.
All right.
I pull out a grappling hook and a rope, and I hand it to Narbel. Do you want to use this?
Yeah, good idea.
You should probably throw it unless you want. What kind of check is it to throw the grappling hook and use it?
Could I perchance convince you that I could, because I'm a crossbow expert, if I tie it to a bolt and then just fire it into the top of the pillar, or at the very least to use my crossbow proficiency.
I like that idea. I will give you a DC to hit. Because you're a crossbow expert, it sort of lowers the DC a little bit. If you manage to hit this DC, you will manage to penetrate the top of the thing. It is going to be relatively high DC because it is 80 foot in the air.
Right.
So I would say the DC would probably be
It's
an
a
18?
it's a hand crossbow, so my max range is 120, but that's at...
Wait! I've got mage hand. 30 feet. It's not high enough. I can get a piton in there at 30 feet though.
Do that. Get us as close as we can.
I've only got one mage hand. I can't hammer it, and it's so frustrating. Look, perhaps we'll just try and throw it first and see if we can do that.
Yeah,
Yes. So
let's throw
just
it.
to clarify, Michael, the pillar is 80 feet in the air. It's not 120, so you would be able to hit it with your range.
On a hand crossbow. You're firing a grappling hook. It's like a fucking thing like this. It's bigger than the crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, I'll just chuck it.
You're going to track it? Okay.
Yeah. That's just with my...
Can I help him in any way?
How would you be helping him?
By handing it to him carefully and saying, that one there, that looks like the safest one.
Yeah, different perspectives.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you help by sort of guiding him to which spot looks like the best spot to get the grappling. Okay,
That's what I'm
I'll
thinking.
allow it. You can roll it with advantage, and
Huzzah!
it will be just an attack.
Okay, an attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I've got another idea.
Yeah.
I've got... Oh, no, I don't want to spend a spell slot doing this.
There are 3 other
Start swinging.
statues that you're going to have to get to, so maybe just give the grappling hook a go on the first one.
All right, try that.
What is the... Am I rolling with
Advantage.
dex or strength with this? For
Strength.
this check. Strength, okay.
Dex, probably.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
19 on my first and 18 on my second, so it's 19.
Nice. You do hit. You take the crossbow, you carefully aim with the assistance of Tom, pointing out which area on the pillar looks to be the best spot for the grappling hook to grapple around and hoist you up. You shoot, and the grappling hook makes a streamlined arc up to where the statue is, and it wraps itself around the statue's leg. It is
very
a
good.
solid and taut rope.
Yes, well done, Norbel. I knew you could do it. Perfect.
All right, Tom, I think I might be too heavy in this armor. Do you want to climb up and I'll keep an eye on you?
I'll do it. All right. Okay. I tie the rope onto myself, and I start climbing. So can I make a acrobatics?
Do you want to make a sleight of hand check just to see how tight that rope is?
Me or Narbel? Oh,
You,
me,
'cause
right.
you've tied it around
I
yourself.
tried it around myself. Okay, sure. Sleight of hand. Well, I have plus 11 to this.
Oh, okay.
What is the? Sorry, before you do it, what would be the check to climbing?
Check to climbing. It would, depending on how you were to climb, it would either be it would be strength or it would be athletics
So like acrobatics or...
or acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll touch before he starts climbing up. I'll touch Tom and I'll cast enhance ability on him, casting Cat's Grace. So you have advantage on your dexterity checks, and you don't take
Nice.
damage for 20 feet or less.
Thank
Both
you
80
very
feet.
much. Okay, very good. So I roll a natural 20 for a 31.
You scale this pillar like you were born to scale it.
And that was
you
just one
barely
roll.
touch the pillar in this journey. You are just straight gym roping it up.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
Yes.
Every so often your feet catch the rope and hold yourself in place, and you pull yourself and then they catch again and they twist it round. You were born to do this, Tom. This
It's
is
not
your-
that hard, really. You know, you could probably do this. I can tell you how to do it. It's not actually that hard.
I got it. It's your time to shine, Tom.
All right. Okay, up I go as far as I can.
Okay, upon reaching the top of the pillar, you see the statue, the fawn statue, which is made of a brass-colored marble, and it is holding a set of pipes, and these pipes are a slightly different color to the rest of the statue.
Well, there's some pipes up here. Look,
Are
I'm
they
gonna.
your pipes?
I'll throw you down another rope. Hold on a second. I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna make a more secure rope set up and cast down another rope the full distance. I've got 3 50-foot ropes.
Yep, I'll allow it, that's fine. Do you want to make an insight check on the pipes for me, please?
Sure. Insight check on the pipes. That is a big, fat, natural 1.
Woof.
They're just another set of pipes.
Never seen pipes before in your life.
When you say pipes, we're talking about like pan pipes?
Pan pipe, yes, pan pipe.
Okay. Well, okay, so I'm tying the rope. I lower the rope down. I haven't really looked at the pipes at this point. You got it, Narbel?
Yep, got it.
Are you
can I
going to come
use-
up, or what am I supposed to do up here?
I'll come up and have a look at it. We'll have a powwow.
All right.
Can I use athletics to climb?
Yes.
Huzzah.
Describe how you use athletics to climb.
Because of the nature of like it's plate mail, so I have to really engage my body to do this, so it's less dexterous, and it's just a full body like walk up, like you know the Adam West Batman doing the thing. It's like that,
Okay.
and I think it's like I'm trying to do it as fancy as I can, so it looks graceful, even if it's like heavy plodding steps.
Glory.
Okay.
Glory. Glory.
Roll your check.
That was a 21.
Yeah, you do it easily. This was something that you counterweighted it, you counterbalanced, you managed to just stride Adam West like Batman up the side of the pillar. I'm just going to leave you there for a moment, and we're going to rotate around to Edith, who is still on the plinth that is traveling around the edge of the other pillar, which is the one with the statue doing a handstand.
Right. Well, I guess she's going to make a run for it because the water walk spell should still be active.
Do you want to just make a perception check for me first, please, Joe?
Absolutely, I would love to.
I'm eating an apple while I'm waiting.
Okay.
22.
22. As the disc rotates round to this pillar, you're starting to hear a melody, a song. It's distant at first, and then as the disc gets closer to the pillar, it's getting louder, and it's beautiful and just sorrowful. And can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
$17.
Meets it beats. Okay. You find this overwhelming wave of just sorrow and pain, and you touch your cheek and you find yourself that there is tears there. You're crying, but it's just there for a moment, and you realize it's there, and you shake yourself, and it seems to pass, and the song is still there but seems to dim, and you notice that it is coming from below the surface of the water.
Right. The music's coming from
The
below
music from below the surface of the water.
Right, okay. Alright, so she's going to shake that all off, and she's going to prepare to run across the water and keep an eye out for bubbly bits to jump over.
Okay. So you go and you stand on the water?
Yes, yeah.
Start. Okay. As you stand into the water, the song gets louder. And as you're making your way across, you start to see something that's flitting beneath the surface of the water. It's sort of drifting and it's shaking. And then suddenly a snake dashes itself up over the water, dives, and you want to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Do we see any of this?
I think this is at the same time as you're climbing the pillar, so I don't think you would notice it.
Okay.
That's a 5.
The snake jumps and leaps and it grips your shoulder. And it's a 2. It glances off. It doesn't quite grasp onto your shoulder because your armor class is so high. And it just dashes over. But you hear the wailing as it comes across, goes, "Ooh!" And you notice that is where the song is coming from. And there are multiple snakes in this water around you at this moment in time.
Dang snake. Alright, she presses on.
She presses on. Okay.
Yep.
At this point, I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Initiative.
Sorry, everybody. I
Well,
triggered the singing snakes.
I triggered the
Now,
snake.
initiative is a dexterity check, right?
Yeah.
And I have
Sure.
a bonus to that. I have, what was it, advantage on dexterity checks?
From Cat's Grace, does that affect initiative, or does it only affect saves?
Let me
and
check.
check?
That's something I've never actually considered.
'Cause
Responsibility.
initiative is...
target disadvantage on dexterity checks. It also doesn't take that. I don't know. I think that DM feared.
Well, yeah. Initiative is modified by dexterity.
It is modified by dexterity, but I don't think initiative is a check per se. I think it's more of a. No, I don't think Cat's
Same
Grace affects the initiative. Sorry.
All right. 11.
11.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a 4.
And I got an 8.
Jeremy Crawford
Forgot it.
says yes on the dex initiative thing.
Okay. Do you
It's
wanna?
up to you. You're the
Do-
DM. I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You're first in the initiative anyway.
You're first in the initiative anyway.
But yeah, that's true. But we might want to beat the enemies.
Ah, right.
You're first, but you could be more first.
Could be more first. Could be before those damn snakes, for example, who might have all rolled
Oh god.
fucking natural
No,
20s.
we can't let snakes come first. Never.
Right? I don't know. It's up to you, Caitlin. You're the DM. I really don't mind. So,
I mean,
you've already
I'm just
said
going to
no,
say
and
this:
I'm
you
cool
beat
with
the
that.
snakes anyway, so I think you're fine.
All right, don't worry about it.
You didn't beat something else, but it's fine. You hear, as this happens, Tom and Nabal, I want you to look, as you're up at the top of the pillar, you see Edith in this distress. You also see that the flames in the middle of the water seem to be flickering more, and then there was a shadow that just passed over. There was a shadow that seemed very large.
Can
It
you
just
make
passed over the center.
a perception check?
Yep, make a perception check.
Do I get advantage for being on top of a really big pillar?
Nope.
5. That bell rolls like shit.
Perception is 12.
12?
Yeah.
It's a large shape. You are uncertain what the shape is. It seems to have multiple limbs, and it was only there for a second and it dashed away out of sight across the thing, heading towards Edith and the sound of the singing snakes.
Something I wanted to do earlier was to fire a slingshot at the ceiling of the dome. I don't know if that's possible. Just to see if it worked, if it went through it, or if it went.
Okay. You noticed, because Narbel shot a guiding bolt recently, and it did
right.
hit the
He
top
did
of
do
the
that,
thing,
right.
and it did sort of explode.
Okay,
and
never mind. I don't do that.
there is a dome on top of the arena.
Right, that's right. Yep.
Yep.
Never mind.
You could still hit it with a bullet if you'd like.
If I was going to do it, I'd just use a normal bullet, just a normal.
Okay. All right. So it is Tom's turn.
All right. So the snakes are attacking Edith.
Correct.
How far away are they?
You are on one pillar, and Edith is near the next, so they are about 20 feet away.
Okay, so they're within slingshot range.
Yeah.
All right. So I am going to fire a slingshot bolt at one of them, a thingamajig. Here we go. That is a 21 to hit.
It hits.
It does 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. You hit the snake with a slingshot. It seems to squeal and twist. It looks very hurt, but it now has locked eyes onto where you and Arbel are on top of a pillar.
Oh, no, Yondala, help us!
Edith, what are you doing? Is that your turn? Sorry, Russell? Sorry.
Yeah, I fired my slingshot. Any bonus actions that I can find? I give Edith Bardic Inspiration.
How do you give her Bardic Inspiration?
I whistle a short tune to her. You want me to whistle it?
Yeah, I want you to whistle. Edith, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Fantastic.
And it is your turn.
So
What does Bardic Inspiration
you
do?
can add a d6 to pretty much anything you roll except for damage.
Oh, cool. All right. So it's my turn now.
It is your turn now.
And how close are the snakes?
They are swarming. There is about 8 of them, and they are just rolling on top of you. One of them has already jumped and tried to bite your shoulder, but it's glanced off, and the other 7 are sort of looking like they're about to come and attack.
All right. Well, I'll have put my javelin away because I don't before I went on the water, if I'm allowed to say that.
Yep,
Because
that's
I
fine.
wouldn't want to lose my javelin. So I've got a dagger in one hand and I've got my club in the other. I'd like to use 2-weapon fighting, if I can, as my bonus action, and attack with those weapons.
Hey, you're on a platform, is that right? You're just like standing.
She's
No,
now
she'd
in
be
the
on the
water.
water.
Oh,
She's
you're
on
in
the water now.
Right, joy.
So the snakes are also in the water, but because Edith has water walk, she's standing on the surface, and the snakes can actually dive down under the water. And the only reason you can sort of get them at the moment is because they're sort of diving and dipping all over the thing.
Right.
Okay. Roll to hit
So,
if you're wanting to melee attack.
so with my club, I hit with a 24. And am I allowed to hit with my dagger too because of the 2-weapon fighting?
Yep.
Cool. So with my dagger, I hit a 12, which probably doesn't do much.
I've made the
Oh.
DC a little bit higher because they are able to sort of dive underneath the water.
Yeah, I should add my bardic to that.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Can I add my bardic inspiration to the dagger attack?
Sure.
Okay.
I realized that my armor class is actually 18 because we got plus 2.
Hell yeah.
It's plus 2 from the armor we got given.
From the armor you got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so the dagger maybe hits with a 15.
It misses.
It
Your-
misses, okay.
Your dagger goes, and you went to plunge down, and it goes down into the water, but it just misses the snake as it roils down underneath you.
Okay, so did my club hit?
What was the hit for? That was 20.
24.
Yes, it does hit.
Okay.
Smash.
Smashy.
Eat him. Eat him
9 points of
Brain him.
damage.
9 points of damage.
Sorry, guys.
You should be sorry, Narbel. You should.
It
be
is It is not very happy with you. As you whack down on the head of one of these snakes, just this burst of green blood comes out of its head as it goes down deeper into the water.
Blunt. She probably yells out, Nakuthai! Which is the Goliath god of bravery.
It is now the snake's turn. And there is 8 of them. 2, 1, 2. Now just roll 4 and then roll 4 again. What was your armor class, Joe?
16.
Is that a... What is that? Is that a... Oh, it's a 20. That's a natural 20.
Oh, that's bad news.
16 plus... That one hits. That one misses. That one hits. Okay. And then... Miss, miss, hit, miss. And so that was 4 hits and 4 misses? No, 3 hits and 5 misses, sorry. Math is hard.
What?
Okay. You take... So... What am I saying? 5 of them are trying to attack you, and you manage to just sort of dodge out of the way, them dipping down straight back into the water. 3 of them, however, go on the offensive and manage to... One of them clips your ankle and manages to sink its teeth in. This is the one that got the natural 20. So that is... So that is 10, 12 points of piercing damage. And... 2 points of lightning damage. The other 2 that hit, that is 5 points of piercing damage from one, and 1 point of lightning damage, and the other one, that is 6 points of piercing damage and 2 points of lightning damage.
Holy moly. Okay, this could be a very short game.
Woof.
How many hit points have you got at the moment?
I now have 29. I had 57.
Ooh. Okay.
By the way, these snakes are actually quite big. They're not tiny.
No, I'm imagining massive.
They're big snakes. They're swirling around. Okay, and it is now Narbel's turn. What you doing, buddy?
Okay, so there are no snakes near us.
No, they're all encircling around Edith at this moment in time. You are at the top of the pillar, but they're about 20 feet away, but 80 feet down.
Okay.
Is Narbel at the top of the pillar, is he?
Yeah.
Woot.
Not much I can really do.
Shoot them with your crossbow, Narbel!
The range isn't good with this. It's too far. It's made for close combat.
What kind of crossbow is used for crossbow? What madness!
You don't get it.
No!
What I will do is I will...
Sorry about this, Tom.
I'm going to cast Haste on Edith. Edith, your AC is plus 2. You have advantage on dex saving throws, and you get an additional action on each of your turns.
Marco Dasuni, thank you for following us.
Huzzah! And
I hope I pronounced
I'm
that
also
right.
going to use my bonus action to use my Fey gift, which is going to give you an extra D6 plus 4 temporary hit points. It's not much. It's an extra 6 hit points. Temporary hit points.
You remove them before you take any actual damage to your character.
Okay, so do I just add 6 hit points for now? Is it
So
sort of
if
like
you
a
look at the top of
healer?
your sheet where it says temp, just tap that up to 6.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, just keep the haste in mind. It's really, really useful, and
Right.
should help you stay up a little bit
And
longer.
it doubles your movement speed.
So you're fast as fuck, boy.
I'd also like to point out
And
that
imagine if you dashed. It quadruples your movement speed.
you quadruple your movements. I'd also like to point out that you did have some other gifts that were inside the tent if you would like to recall what they were.
We
yes,
did.
there's 2 daggers. Oh yes, a necrotic dagger would be a good idea now, wouldn't it?
So one of you's got
a
a
potion
white.
of speed.
There's a potion of lightning too.
And there are
I
some
don't know
health
if I-
potions as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I'm kind of occupied. I don't imagine
fair.
I'd be able to quaff a potion at the moment, but
But you do have
Um,
2 ruby daggers that were
Yeah.
gifted to you, which seem to slot into the armor that you were also gifted. So I'd say you have them on
Right.
hand.
that might even be one of the daggers that I have that I missed with.
No
Okay.
worries.
So
Okay.
that's the end of Narbelle's turn.
Any movement, dialogue, flavor?
I guess like all of this the spells and help is done by he's doing a little jester's dance, but it's quite vigorous. It's aggressive. It's not meant to be funny.
Okay, can you make
and
a dexterity saving throw for me?
Fuck!
You're on a pillar, man.
You're on a pillar.
Can I help him by catching him if he tries to fall?
Yes.
It's an 11.
With advantage?
Yeah, make a dex saving throw to catch Narbel to make sure he doesn't fall off the pillar with advantage.
All right.
With your
So
cat's
you're not-
grace.
It's not
So
an
with-
advantage
with-
anymore
with
because
advantage?
haste is a concentration spell, and so is enhanceability.
Okay, it's
That's
just
why
a
you
straight roll.
apologize to Tom.
Okay, so I do not have advantage on this check.
No.
No, you do not.
Okay, so here we go. That is a dex saving throw of a dirty 21.
You catch Narbel as he's about to
Narbel! What are you doing?
this pillar.
Out of your mind?
As
You
this
know-
happens, the
Yes.
crowd just goes, "Whoa, that was a close one! Oh my god, did you see that? He almost fell off the pillar!" And they're just like shouts of excitement, and you seem to be putting on a great show.
Narbel, we're on a time limit here. Perhaps you need to deal with this thing, whatever we're supposed to do up here. I have no idea, and I can keep the things at bay with my sling, all right? I don't know. I'm just thinking
look
out
at
loud.
Edith. Look how fast she is. That was me.
I
I'm
know.
doing my job.
You're doing your job. You just concentrate on that then.
Got it.
Top of the initiative?
Yep, it's top of the initiative. I rolled to see what this thing's doing. He's fine. He's just
He's just
hanging out.
chilling.
Just chilling. Tom, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna fling another, but the slingshot sling thingy majig at the things, the bad things that are being bad.
The bad things that are being bad, the snakes.
snakes, yes.
Yep.
Whichever one is most likely to hit Edith next. If I
Okay.
can kind of figure out which one's the most advantageous to strike.
They
at.
are sort of just roiling in the water around them, causing like bubbles. It's very sort of hard to distinguish one snake from another. They're sort of circling in some sort of dancing pattern.
Right. All right. Well, I'm just going to fling slingshots at them. Just
Okay.
normal bullets. This one is a 12.
Misses.
Damn it!
Well, you're quite far away. It's very close that way. You go to hit it with your slingshot. The bullet just sort of bounces on the water and just sort of
Oh, I skipped that one.
it just sort of skips a couple of times before just floating down to the bottom.
Slippery little bastards, aren't they?
Do you have any bonus actions, movement, dialogue? I will give you a bonus action to inspect the object that you're currently standing on if
All
you
right,
would
I
like.
would like to do that if I can. Yeah.
Okay,
So
make an
inspection check and
yes, please.
investigation.
Investigation.
Okay, and that is a not very good 7.
The pipes are a different color from the statue,
Yeah, whatever.
and they look like that they could be easily removed.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm sort of watching Edith flinging slingshot bolts. I'm probably not
That's fair.
think. I mean, I might give it a kick or something.
You kick the statue.
I mean, like
Oh.
the pipes. I try. I mean, how high are the pipes? Actually, this is my next question. Are they
Well-
up above or?
You're a halfling, so they'd be a little bit above you, but it's like this. The statue is the size of a normal fawn. You're at the top of this.
And they're like
pillar.
this or something.
They're holding it like
Or
this.
like
Yes.
this, right? Okay. So I mean, I briefly look up at it. Maybe I can take a slingshot at that next.
Okay, Edith, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for the same as last time. This time I'm remembering that it's a magical dagger in my hand. So I will take a stab and a hit with my club.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a 17 with the dagger.
Just misses.
And a 19 with the club.
You hit. You hit with the club.
Okay.
Hulk smash.
7 damage, and then she's gonna go, "They're musical!"
I do love that. That's great.
I think she wants us to join in now, Belle.
It is now the snake's turn.
I'll get my loot out.
And Edith, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. As they start to reef and writhe and dance around you. And you hear that song roiling up again.
Oh no. That's a 14.
It's a 14. You are overwhelmed with the sadness, this desolation. You feel the music and you start to cry. You find yourself falling to your knees within this water, and you just sort of go into yourself as these snakes are dancing and singing in a circle around you.
Oh, I'm never gonna see the mountain again.
Okay, it's not doing anything. Russell, it is your turn.
All right. I realize
Isn't it mine?
Oh, sorry, now Bella, it is your turn.
Yes.
See how easy it is to mess that up?
It is very easy to miss.
I'm just going to. I think I saw what Tom was trying to do with the pipes, and I'm just going to use a bonus action just to try to remove them, just ably pull them out.
Yep, easy enough. They are not attached in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. And then it's 80 feet. I'm gonna start scaling down.
I'm no good up here. I'm better off down there.
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Can I go again?
Yeah, go again.
A 15.
You managed to get down, but it is going to take you your turn to get down to the bottom of the...
That's
of
fair.
this.
I expected as much.
Yep. Okay, now it is Tom's turn.
Can I hold a gust cantrip? It's got a 30-foot range, and if it works, I can use it to seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects. The effect I would use is one medium or small creature that you can choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you. I was going to use it against the snakes that were attacking Edith. It does have a 30-foot range, so I wonder... I mean, I could push it away from me, technically, as long as it was attacking Edith. That would move it 5 feet away from me. That she's 20 feet from me.
She's 20 feet from you currently, and you're also 80 feet in the air, so technically if you do some quick hypotenuse math.
Hypotenuse business and...
What is it? Like
we don't talk about hippos here.
right angled triangles, you know? The x plus y equals...
Right, you want to get
whatever the other one
into
is.
trigonometry.
Trigonometry, that's what it's basically about.
Pythagoras.
How...
Pythagoras.
Right. Okay, so never mind then. Do we think we've finished up here on this pillar? He's taken the panpipes. All right, well, I'm going to climb down then as well. I think that seems to be the smart thing.
As you, would you like to make a dexterity, acrobatics, or athletics check to get down from this pillar?
I think I guess it's going to be acrobatics. Yeah? Alright, so here we go.
And are you keeping the grappling hook attached to the statue up at the top of the pillar?
Am I going to be able to get it off by, like, shaking the rope up and getting it to sort of whip up and flick it off the top? Is that possible?
It's possible.
Will it be stuck there forever? No, I'm going to take the rope. I'm going to take the grappling hook down.
Okay.
All right. Well, because I rolled a flaccid 25.
You get down that pillar easy. I assume like you unhooked the grappling rope and you just sort of slung it around and you sort of just shimmy yourself back down the pillar.
Yep.
Show off.
Yep. I just climbed down.
As
the pillar.
Narbel is just like clunking down.
Yep.
But that is going to take the rest of your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
As you descend the pillar, you notice that the fawn just sort of shifts. It's no longer made of marble. It takes a bow and it disappears from the top of the pillar. And the pillar actually starts to descend as you start moving down.
Oh, and I just hold on then and wait till it gets low enough, and then I just step off at the right time.
Yep. It stays like just above the water level, but it's no longer 80 feet in the air. You're about 5 feet from the water level, the water surface.
I'm going to stand there. In fact, I'm going to stay on the pillar in that case.
Okay.
Yep. Why stand on the water? There's shit in there.
Edith, it is your turn.
Right.
You are currently crying and stating, and I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, to break out of this.
That pillar just brought me down 75 feet in 6 seconds.
Yep.
Fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
My cape billows.
Bellows dramatically.
That's a 10. I imagine this is like a charmed condition type thing, so I
Yes.
can't do. I'm so overcome with sadness that I can't do
That is
anything.
correct.
Right.
It is, so roll 10. Unfortunately, that does not break you out of this sadness, and you continue to wail. As you are sitting
Why
in
am
between
I
the
with
middle
these
of the
guys
snake.
that aren't even Goliath?
It is now the snake's turn. They just twist and writhe and continue to dance around Edith, and they come up to her and brush against her legs, and then just sort of twist back into the water. They don't seem to be attacking. Narbel, it's your turn.
Narbel's gonna run up and start hitting the snakes.
Okay, you're gonna run across the water?
Yeah, man.
Okay, what is your armor class?
20.
You take no lightning damage from the bubbles that start to form around your feet.
Hell yeah.
That seem to disperse the closer you get to the other pillar on the other side.
Okay. So I'm gonna start engaging with the snakes. First attack with my devotee's sensor.
Mm-hmm.
That there is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's, what is that? D8 plus 4. That is 12 bludgeoning damage, and an additional 4 radiant damage for that first attack, so a total of 16.
To the same snake?
So to the same snake.
Okay.
Second attack. That is a 21 to hit.
It hits.
That is a 9 bludgeoning damage and 8 radiant damage, so 17 total on that second attack.
Same snake or different snake?
Same snake.
Same snake? That snake just explodes in a burst of green blood.
Second
Yes!
snake
Go, Narbel!
is with my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck me. That is 3 damage for second snake. Second snake, yeah.
Second snake. Okay.
And that's the end of Narbel's turn.
Very good. Creature in the Blue Lagoon is just chilling. Tom, it is your turn.
All right, well, first of all, I stand for a moment and I look up at the audience and I say, "That's my friend there, by the way." And then I'm going to fire a slingshot at a snake. Probably fairly... Oh, no, I got a 26.
That hits.
All right. That is a massive 5 points of damage. Take that, snake. Take that, you little bastard! Yes, right on the noggin! Gotcha!
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Edith, it is your turn. Can you make a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw, please?
Now you
Right.
get +2 to that because I'm within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
You also have Bardic Inspiration if you need to use it, but...
Does that not? I thought I used that once.
Oh,
Do I-
did you? Have you...
She used it on an attack roll. She
Oh,
doesn't
you
have it
did?
again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah. I have inspiration. I just rolled a 2, so I would like to use my inspiration to re-roll that.
I will allow it.
Thank you. So it's a 7 plus the 2 from Narbal, so it's just a 9.
You are still just crying, and you're
Yeah.
feeling this heavy weight
Oh.
of just this sorrow, this awful sorrow. And as you're still kneeling on this water's edge, the snakes are dancing around you, and you just Can you make a charisma check for me, please?
Charisma check?
Yeah.
It's hopeless. Charisma. Forgot where it was. 7. I'm not very charismatic at the moment.
You're just so sad. It's so overwhelming. You're just so desperate. You're never going to see your mountain home again. You're never going to find a husband. This bachelorette party that just went awry is never going to end in happiness. Narbel, it is now the snake's turn.
Okay.
They are not happy with you, Narbel, and they're just dancing around Edith, and they notice the people that are attacking them, and they just all 7 of their eyes, because one of them is dead, twist and fixate their eyes on you, and they're going to sprint
That's
over.
right. Focus on me, you legless lizards.
Narbel, can you make a constitution saving throw?
Constitution.
A constitution. A constitution.
Cool. Is this to avoid a charmed condition?
Yes.
Okay, so I do this at advantage. That there is, first roll was a 15, and second roll, woof, that's a 5. Does the 15 do me?
The 15 does do you.
Huzzah!
You pass this check. You just feel a wash of sadness. You see that there's water leaking from your eyes, but it doesn't overwhelm you.
I've already dealt with my trauma.
Okay, and the snakes are still coming towards you, and they're starting to circle. And it is now your turn.
Oh, and also, boy, I don't want to give up on haste just yet. So I'm gonna keep that with Edith. I'm just gonna go back to old reliable, my old my whack fuck.
Is that its name?
Whack. Yeah. No, it's Wabberjack.
Abberjack. Amazing.
Correct. The best part of Skyrim. That's a 12. That's not gonna do it.
No, it doesn't. It misses.
Second attack. That is a 17. That doesn't do it. If I don't recall.
Just misses.
Okay. And then last attack with my crossbow. 19.
It hits.
That's a total of 4 damage on the same snake I was targeting last time.
Same snake you were tailing before. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's that much damage at the moment. Very good.
Cool. All right, that's it for Narbel.
Creature in the lagoon is still just chilling. He's just
Stay
still
chilling.
still drifting. Occasionally, you might see a shadow cross over the flickering light into the water. Tom, it is your turn.
Okay, from where I am on the pillar, I'm going to keep a lookout for anything coming towards either of the other two. And hopefully, by doing so, I'm going to call out to either of them if something's going to attack them, which, I don't know, might give them some kind of advantage in some sort of way. Is that possible?
Yeah, potentially. If you alert them, if you're going
I
to
can,
hold your reaction to alert them to
yeah.
something just coming towards them, I will let that be a...
Can I hold a slingshot to strike anything that attacks either of them?
Sure. Yes, I will allow that.
Cool. All right, thank you. That's what I'm
Edith, it
doing.
is your turn. Would you like to try and break out of this sorrow?
Yes, please.
Oh, wait. She's in
That's a-
sorrow. Hang on. Okay.
It's an 18.
You rise from your knelt position, tears streaming down your face, this waft of emotion that was not yours, that impressed on your very soul, dissipates. And you can think clearly again, and you see these snakes riling and wreathing around Narbal as though they're about to attack. I will give you your action. What would you like to do?
Ooh. I will attempt to... What's it called? Dominate Beast. Try to take one of them
Ooh.
off.
Okay.
So that's a Wisdom 15 save for
Wisdom
a
15.
snake. Yeah.
Okay. For a singular.
Yeah, it's only on a singular, so I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but we'll see.
That is a 5 for a total of 9. It fails.
All right. It's charmed by me. I have a telepathic link with it.
You have a telepathic link?
Yep, as long as we're on the same plane of existence. And I'm going to issue it a command to bite its friend.
Okay. And so it just attacks its friend? Is that what happens?
Yeah, so a snake attacks one of its fellow snakes.
How many snakes are there at this point?
There are 7 now. There were 8, there is now 7.
Killed one. One's dead.
It rolls. Yep, it attacks one of its friends. 5 plus 10, 4, 5. So that is 12. It kills one of its friends. It wraps itself around a secondary snake. It just, sort of like a reef of snakes. They wrap around each other and it just bites. And the snake explodes in a vat of green blood. I would also like you to make I don't know what this would be. What kind of check this would be. Because of the telepathic link, then you're trying to... Insight check. Give me an insight check.
Okay. Insight. That's a 22.
22. These snakes are so sad. They're so desperate to hear the song repeated to them that they will do anything to let anyone just feel their pain and their emotion, and they're just desperate for someone to understand. Now, Bella, it's your turn.
I told you they're musical! Play the pipe!
You don't know. Nobel doesn't know this.
I don't know anything.
I start jumping up and down on the pillow, waving my hands at Narbel. Play the pipe! Do what she says!
So
Okay.
Just
I'm
anything.
not
Blow it!
proficient in the pipes. So what am I rolling a...
Throw it to me if you want!
A performance check.
I'm not gonna throw it with all this water around.
Can I mage hand over to it? Can I grab it with a mage hand?
Can I give him my action to mage hand it?
How far away from him are you?
Well, I'm on a pillar.
I'm like where Edith was, so I don't know how far.
To about
it was.
20 feet.
20 feet, yeah.
Okay, so that's what a mage hand has a 30-foot range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I then he could reach it.
Yeah, you could reach it. Yeah.
So I'll give him my action to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then like for my bonus action, I'll just Sorry, this is a welcome change from what I was planning initially, which was just to continue as normal. But it has destabilized me somewhat. You know what I'll do is I'll use another Fey gift to give my Tom a D6 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
It's 7 temporary hit points for Tom.
7.
Okay, and that's Narbel's turn.
That's not Bell's turn.
Okay, cool.
Very good. Still just chilling. Tom, it is your turn.
Right, I mage hand the pipes over to myself. I quickly examine them to sort of see how different they are from any other pipes that I might have played, and then I am going to attempt to play them.
Okay, make a performance check.
And I'm going to try and play the tune that I've most recently heard.
Okay.
And play in harmony with it. All right, so I've got a bonus to that from you, Narbel, is that right?
Yeah. So what effectively this does, I'm just reading my Fey gift now. It is a help action, and when I take the help action, you also gain this benefit. So it's between this thing I've helped you, so you get an advantage now.
Advantage to roll.
Yeah. So that's why I love the new Hobgoblin, because it's such a helpful class. Race.
All right, here we go. Oh, natural 20 for 26.
Natural 20. Amazing. 26. You play these pipes, and the pillar that you're standing on, the water that was bubbling with these electrical orbs, with all these eyes staring at you, they start to just burst into different colors. The things around your pillar are exploding into colorful fireworks of paint under the water, and you feel As if you were to stand in this water, you would no longer feel any effects of electricity. You would be safe. The snakes continue to dance around Narbel and Edith,
That's fair.
not playing the right instrument.
Is it working?
I don't know. There's still so many snakes. Come closer. Please. There's so many snakes.
Can I make
Edith, it's your turn.
I'm gonna make a wisdom check to see if I think that's a good idea. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, you can make a wisdom check if you'd like.
17 plus some shit. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
19.
You don't think the snakes are hearing your pipes at all.
I don't think they're hearing the pipes. Don't think it's working. It's not working. It's not working.
Too far away.
It's because Sparrow's not here. If Sparrow was here, he'd be able to do it.
So the control beast, I don't think it's called control beast.
It was Dominate Beast.
Dominate beast.
Yep.
It lasts for up to a minute. So is that still under?
Yep, it's still going.
All right. So
A minute is 10 rounds.
Yep.
I'll get Snaky to attack another snake then.
Okay.
Which I feel kind of bad doing it, knowing that they're sad snakes, but you know, we could die. So
I could message them and tell them to cheer up.
Yep, it hits. It goes to attack its friend. Okay, so that's 8. So it's 10 points of damage. It seems to wrap itself around one of its buddies and just sort of hold it close and just bite it, and there's little sprinkles of green blood into the water, but it is just hanging on as the other snakes continue to writhe and twist.
Edith, climb the pillar. There might be another instrument up there. You're still hasted, so you have 2 actions
Yep.
okay.
and double your speed and plus 2
Right.
AC.
Then I
and
will
advantage
dash.
on dex.
I'll dash over to the next pillar.
Okay. How would you like to try and climb it?
Well, I will cast Spider Climb on myself.
Yeah.
Is it Spider Climb? Is that what it
Is that a concentration spell? And is Dominate Beast a
Oh.
concentration spell?
Yes, hang on. Can't I find it? Yes, Dominate Beast is a concentration spell.
So I'm in the water.
Right.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
I'm considering Fairy Fire and Slow on these snakes, but I really don't want to waste spell slots, and you guys are so tough.
No, don't. Hold on to those spell slots.
Are there like divots around the pillar?
It's like a Roman column. So it's
Right.
like here, it's textured. You could probably try and grip it.
Is it
I think-
ribbed or fluted?
Fluted is when it's like
Fluted is
Yeah.
that way,
this way, and then
and ribbed is where it's like undulating down.
as
with-
fluted.
Suck.
Yeah.
Has it got like hand-holdy bits, like in a?
Does it have stairs?
It doesn't. It does not have stairs. It does have parts of it that look like someone's like attacked it with like arrows or like stuck stuff in it. So there are points of like cracks that you could potentially try to climb up. These are not brand new marble pillars, pristine. They
Ancient.
have damage. They have been used multiple times. They've been used and abused. It's a wonder they're still fucking standing.
Right. So
They're on the other side, Edith. There's a spot there. I'm helping you. Just like I helped Narbel earlier.
Difference is you're 20 feet away, Russell.
I've got great perception, though. You know.
Make a perception check.
Perception is-
Let's see how well you can see this pillar.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what I rolled. Another natural 20. 26.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you see divots. You are pointing them out, Edith. Edith, would you
Alright.
like to attempt to climb this pillar?
I would. I mean, I think I've used up my actions, but I would love to attempt if I'm allowed to.
You still have an action because you've just
Okay.
moved over and you didn't cast Spider Climb, so
Oh,
you've still got
okay.
your action. But you
Right,
can
okay.
cast Spider Climb if you'd like. It just means that the one snake that you have a psychic connection with is just going to go about its business.
No,
can
I
do
don't
it,
wanna
Edith,
that
you can
to
do it.
Narbel. So, can I use athletics to try to climb up the pillar then?
You sure can. Give me an
Okay.
athletics.
Do you want the grappling hook?
Perfect. I rolled a 2 for an 11. Dang it.
It's an 11. You're making your way up. I'd say you get
Okay.
about 30 feet in the air. You're not quite at the top. You're not going to get there in one action, but you're making your way.
Right. Yeah, it's not the same as climbing a rock face back home.
No. Okay, it is now the snake's turn.
Snakes?
Now, Belle,
Yes.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. That's 22 and or 50. No, wait, that's not. It's
22 past it. That's fine. You feel these reefs of sadness, but it's not penetrating you like it penetrated Edith. You are a simple-minded hobgoblin. You care not for emotions.
I care only for glory.
Care only for glory. But you can hear the sorrowful music that the snakes are singing. They are singing below the waves, and they are rapping and wailing. They don't seem to be attacking at the moment. They just seem to be trying to get you to feel their pain. It's now your turn, Narbel.
Let's see. I'm just going to continue beating them back because, like, until we have more instruments, they're going to continue to be a hazard. So for Devotee Sensor, that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
D8 plus 4. That's 6 bludgeoning and 2 radiant for a total of 8. Second attack. That there is a 17, but I'm going to use my fortune from the many feet to increase that by every ally I can see, which is a 2. So that pushes that up to 19.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That hits.
Hits. Excellent. Everyone's sleeping on fucking hobgoblins, man. They're so good. 5 bludgeoning damage and 3 radiant, so that's a total of 8. And then last attack with my crossbow. That's a 19 plus. That'll do it.
That
So
hits.
D6 plus 2. Total of 6 with my crossbow. And that's end of my turn.
You take out 2 snakes with these attacks. You are slicing and dicing. The closer they get, the more skewered they get, and 2 snakes burst into a form of green blood and like.
You want to be sad? I'll give you something to be sad about. Bam!
Okay. Tom, it is now your turn. I can't
Muted,
hear you.
Russell.
You're muted.
So Edith is on the pillar, climbing the pillar at this point, yeah?
Correct, yes.
And Narbel is on the water, bashing snakes.
Below, yes.
Right.
Below
and
the
I'm
pillar.
5 foot up on
Bashing
my
snakes.
pillar, 20 feet from her pillar.
Correct.
Okay. I call out to Edith. Edith! Edith! Did you want the grappling hook? I can throw it over to you. I can pass it to you. And I raise it up with the mage hand in the air and start sending it to her. Because she's only 20 feet away, right?
She's 20 feet away, and she's 30 feet up the
30
pillar.
feet up.
So she's like just below halfway up the pillar.
Can the mage hand throw the thing to her? Can I go
Sure,
woof with
but
the
she
mage
would
hand?
also she would need to make a dexterity saving throw to try and catch it, and also stay on the pillar.
I have a -1 on dexterity.
Okay, this is not a
You
great
have
idea.
advantage though with haste.
So you need to a
yeah.
dexterity saving throw to catch the grappling hook, and then you need to have an athletics or strength saving throw to stay on the pillar. So it'd be 2 rolls.
Right.
It's up to you. I mean,
I think she'll probably just stay the course.
if you're staying the course,
It's all right, Tom. I'm concentrating.
In which case, I slingshot another snake.
Okay,
All right.
rolled it.
That is 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
You seem to be really, really talented at skipping rocks across the surface of the water. Not so great at hitting the snakes, though. This one gets
I'm a
about
little
4.
busy.
Edith, it is your turn.
All right. Is there any way I could make the snake that I'm connected to attack while simultaneously climbing?
Yeah, you're concentrating on the spell,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this is your movement to go up. This isn't your action. This is your movement to try and get up.
Right.
Um,
You've got
And you've got 2 actions.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Righty-ho. So I'll get Snaky to do another attack.
Okay. He's not happy. Natural 1. He misses.
Oh.
The snake that he was wrapped around previously was one of the ones that Narbel exploded, and he just sort of sits in the water looking a bit lost because he's lost his target.
Right. Okay. Can I cast another spell then?
You can, as long as
Okay.
it's not concentration.
Okay.
Well, you can
I-
cast a concentration, but the last drop concentration spell would drop, so you would lose domination.
Yeah. Okay. I will send a lightning bolt at one of the snakes. The one
Okay.
that's further.
A light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have
So
we
that's
ever
a
seen
dex
you do
save
this
of
before?
15 for the snake.
Have we ever seen you do this before, Edith?
Well, see, I don't know because I think we said that we've been adventuring before.
Yeah.
So we've been. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think we would have seen this.
What was the save?
15.
Okay, it failed, so it definitely hit the snake. They're in a body of water.
Oh my god!
So is
They're not even-
Narbel.
So, and Narbel
I'm
is in the
standing
center of
on
this
it.
water.
Yeah, you got boots on.
I'd be like, jump, Narbel!
Roll your damage, double it, and then Narbel make a dexterity saving throw to see if you hate that warning to jump.
Woof.
Did
Okay.
you say double it?
I said double it.
Okay, so I rolled a 24.
Is
So
that damage or to hit?
It's a dex save, so
Right, so
yeah.
you need to roll your damage. They failed.
yeah,
they
that's a
definitely
20.
got
No, that's 24 damage.
damage.
And
Okay.
then-
Or is it 48 damage?
Or is it
Yeah.
48 damage?
Well, it's 48 once you've doubled it.
Okay, 48 damage. All of the snakes explode. There is viscera of green blood and ichor just enveloping the waves. In fact, I would go so far as to say this lightning bolt sort of indented the water, creating a wave of just a crater. Nabo, can you please make a dexterity saving throw to try and get out of the way of this lightning bolt?
So I rolled a 14.
I'm imagining steam too.
So you failed the check.
I certainly did.
I will say you just take the normal 24 damage because you're on the surface and not in the water.
Okay.
But yeah.
Can someone remind me what the...
Oh, hold on. Someone has given you an inspiration to try and do your check again.
I'll give that a go. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, person out there.
You know the funny thing is about life, sometimes there are things that you just can't avoid, because that was a 2.
24
Thank you,
points of
friend.
lightning damage. Narbel.
So can someone remind me what the rules for a concentration spell are when you take damage?
You make a Constitution saving throw, and if
Yeah.
you get above 10 normally, it's
You can maintain
you save.
concentration,
You
but if you
maintain
get below it, you do not.
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
DC's only
I-
10 usually.
I'm a warcaster, so I have advantage on that. That's either an 8 or a 14. Okay, so that means, Joe, you've still got haste.
Okay.
We'd just like to
Would.
point out that the crowd goes absolutely apeshit at this.
So does Tom.
Attack. They are so excited by this thing. There's a chant that goes, Ada, Ada, she'll never death, she's gonna death. Just like all these different words, just being like, Edith is the mistress of death. Just rhyming, and is just excited.
Tom is also doing a little dance on his pillar.
There's some swiddling, electric-looking fireworks that spread out above the arena, and you hear Saoirse with her megaphone that she doesn't have because it doesn't exist. She's got a wand that she's speaking into.
Thaumaturgy.
Did you see that? That was amazing. That lightning, them snakes. Oh, it was so sad to see them go. All they wanted was to hear a little song. And all the snakes are dead. And initiative is now over.
What now,
First
Narba?
thing you know, just 1 second, and I'm just gonna put a hand on my chest and defibrillate myself briefly, and lay on hands myself to get my health back because I'm just about halfway down.
Oh,
Do you need help there, Narabel?
I'm good.
You
I'm
sure?
good. Yeah, Edith, how's it looking up there?
What's up there?
how far up have I made it?
Are you still climbing?
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm still climbing.
Still climbing. Okay, so you just sort of like hung on with one hand and just shot back with your other hand and then went back. Okay, yes, you have made it to the top of the pillar now.
All right.
Well done, Edith.
All right, so there's a fawn standing on one hand or two hands?
It is doing a handstand, and there are little anklet bells attached to its feet that also look to be the different color from the statue. And they look like they could be easily removed.
All right, well, I take them off.
I wish Sparrow was here to see this. He would have been
I
so
guess
impressed with that.
As you take them off, the pillar starts to descend, and the thorn jumps up, faces you, winks, and then vanishes into a puff of purple smoke. And you are just left standing on the top of this pillar with these anklets, and the pillar is descending.
Must be nice.
Tom, let's
She made that look so easy, didn't she?
too easy. Tom, let's start making our way to the next pillars.
Oh, I don't want to go in the water though. There were snakes in that water, and I think there is something else. Can I still see that
Should we give you a
colored?
piggyback ride?
Yes.
He does.
Can I still see the light under the water that we saw earlier, or was that the
It's-
snakes?
It seems to be getting bigger.
Narabel, can you see that there, over there?
Nope.
Look,
I'm only looking forward ahead of me. I don't want to look down.
don't look down. Go quickly,
looking
though.
down.
Quickly.
So I'm just, like piggybacking
I
him to
don't
the
like
next
this.
pillar.
I don't like this. I don't
Your
like this.
sand disc that you were that you started on has now shifted, and it is in front of the pillar that Edith is standing on.
Get on there. Put me on that. I'll pull you up. I'll try.
Very-
Put him on.
Come on. I'll help you up. Come on. Get on there.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
So you're all on the sand disc?
Yeah.
Very good. Are you there too, Edith?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
walk across to the sand disc. So we're all together.
Run, Edith. Don't walk.
There are no more snakes. She's fine. it sort of drifts past the statue the pillar that she was on as it shifted down, and she just steps off onto it.
What does the clock say on the timer?
The clock on the timer, it looks like about half of your time. It's slowly.
How many more
passed.
pillars have we got?
2.
And this is our third one.
This is your third one coming up.
We have to hurry. Come on, up there. I'm going to get the rope out and the grapple hook and toss it. What kind of check was that?
So you're tossing it?
Yeah, I'm going to throw it up.
Okay. Do you want to make a?
How did we do it last time?
Last time it was a sleight of hand, or is it dex to try and like aim it and get it in the right place?
Well, last time Narbel did it and I gave
It
him
was, an, it
advantage.
was an attack roll. We made it an attack roll.
An attack roll, yeah. Make an attack.
All right, well, I give it to Narbel.
Give it a ranged attack.
I hand it to Narbel and I look for a good spot so I can try and give him advantage if that's possible.
Okay, ranged attack with advantage.
Advantage.
There, that's where you need to get it there.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 22.
Very good. You aim, you shoot, you get this grappling hook around the ankle of the thorn that has got a ribbon twisting around in the air.
All right, shall I go up or are you going to go up, Edith? Or Narbel, who wants to go up?
Edith, you're really, really fast right now. Do you want to go?
Yes. Go, go,
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Come on.
She quaffs a red potion and up she goes.
Oh shit! Yeah. Also, sorry. How many hit points have you got left? But just hold on to the potion for now.
Oh, okay. I'm at 29.
Wait,
You're of how many?
57.
your lay on hands is a bonus action, isn't it?
It is an action, so it's best that we do it while we are in this like narrative mode.
Okay. Potions are bonus actions in this, aren't they?
Yeah, but potions are bonus actions in this game.
Okay.
Okay, so
They're all sort of like shot glasses that you can just take the cork out and go.
Right.
you regain 18 hit points, and that's my lay on hands pool finished.
Thank you, Narvel, and sorry about the Sinji thing.
That's alright, it was cool as hell.
Please stop talking, says Thomas, ironically.
All right. She approaches the pillar and she starts to climb.
Okay. And you're walking across the water?
Oh yes, sorry. She walks across the water and then approaches the pillar.
Okay.
Hopefully, and starts to climb.
You... Yeah. You make it across to the pillar.
All right.
Do you start to climb it?
How long does haste last, actually? Let me double check.
Is it a minute?
I think it's a minute.
So I think she doesn't have haste anymore.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. So you're unhasted.
I'm unhasted. All right. Well, I have a haste potion. Shall I take that then?
I
Does
think
it
let's
matter?
hold on to them until like
Use
Okay.
it. Use it in combat.
All right.
I love how terrified you guys are.
You're terrified. I'm shit.
I could climb into turn into a climby thing.
Oh, you could turn into a bird.
I could. All right. That'll be a really big bird.
Hell yeah, we love Big Bird.
You can turn into a bird, a big bird. Maybe I can ride on you.
Maybe. All right. She will.
I don't like the
turn
look
into...
that Caitlin's got on her face.
What look?
You have a smile, you have a smirk going on.
This is just my face.
All right. Edith is going to turn into. I read somewhere that Goliaths have to turn into like dinosaurs and stuff. So should I turn into like a pterodactyl?
Sure.
Yes.
Go for it. Turn into a pterodactyl.
Alright.
What does this pterodactyl look like?
Probably still has the green skin of
Claws.
that she normally has, and then it's got the elongated snout and the triangle fin thing on
Wedges,
top.
yeah.
Sort of like big. They kind of look like bat wings, don't they?
And they have talons and shit as well,
Yeah.
and lots of
Yeah.
teeth. They're
So
like
she will
8-foot
try to-
wingspan or something.
try to
Terrifying.
gently pick up Tom.
Can I try
she's
and
gonna fly?
yeah, I'll try and climb
fly.
on him.
Well, I'd like to deposit you on top of the thing. I suppose you could hop off.
Yeah. I mean, if I can ride on you. Are you going to carry me, or am I going to ride on top of you?
Well, I mean, I wasn't
You're
going
right,
to
guys.
land. I was going to drop you off and then come back and get Narbel
Okay.
and then take him to the next one.
Is Tom riding on your back or in your talons?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
How am I able to land on top if I'm a giant pterodactyl? Am I going to be able to land on top of the?
Probably not. It's not a very
Yeah.
big pillar. It's about
Right.
5 feet
I
across.
mean, I can jump from you to the pillar.
The only reason I ask is if you're going to carry him in your talons, I'd like you to make a sleight of hand check to not slice and dice your friend.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm looking at my sleight of hand. You can ride on my back.
All right, I climb up onto
Yeah.
to Edith's
Yeah.
pterodactyl back, and she's gonna fly me up. All right, so I'm holding on for dear life. Oh,
I would imagine.
oh, this is very high, Edith. Have you done this before? I take it that's a yes. I'm gonna say it's a yes.
All right, and then I'll just kind of go over like a plane, and like, it's your time. Off you go.
Make a acrobatics check, please, Russell, to dismount your pterodactyl friend.
To dismount. Okay. Acrobatics. Well, it's not my best roll. It's not my worst roll. So, what can I do to give myself any sort of advantage? Not very much. Okay, well, you better catch me if I fall. Okay, here we go. I'm a bit scared to drop the dice, to be honest. I'm still shaking it. Oh, that is not great. That
no.
is acrobatics. That is an 11.
That's fine. You
Oh,
dismount the pterodactyl's wing and you land next to the statue that is waving a ribbon in the air. You notice that the ribbon is actually a cloth ribbon that seems to be blue and white and silver in color, and it is again a different color to the statue.
oh, try to grab it.
Okay, you grab it.
Oh, I've got the ribbon. What now?
Yeah. Well
As
done.
you grab the ribbon, the fawn that you're standing on again shifts back into a real fawn. looks at you,
Oh,
pats you on the head,
hello.
and then disappears in a puff of blue smoke.
Goodbye.
And the pillar starts to descend.
I've got the ribbon. I've got the ribbon. What do we do with it now? Oh, we're supposed to dance with it or something. Do you want me to wave it around or something? Start waving it around.
As you wave the ribbon on the end of it starts to reef and dance and twist, and it looks like a band of water that's just floating and twisting around you.
Oh,
And
can I make a performance out of this?
yes, make a performance check for me, please.
All right. That is a 21.
A 21. You see the surface of the water below this pillar just... It looks as though the water melts. It looks like it was actually a bunch of needles stacked upon each other.
Oh, you're
It was a bunch of candled water, and it's sort of a wave that twists, and you see these icicles rise up and twist and just disperse and become a calm aspect of water.
I'm so glad we can walk on the water right now.
That water is safe.
I think the water's safe. I roll the ribbon up and I put it in my pouch.
Okay.
Next pillar. Let's go.
I believe Edith was coming back from Narval in her pterodactyl form.
Just sticks out his arms to be grabbed.
You want me to grab you?
Seize me.
Make a slide of hands, Edith, to not do any damage to your friend.
Okay.
Gently.
I'm scared. I'm scared for you, Narvel.
He's telling her to be gentle. Maybe that's a help action.
Oh my gosh.
I'll give it to you. There you go. Do it with advantage to not slice and dice your friend.
I mean, you can control
I'm
your own
feeling
fingers.
benevolent today. I'm feeling like a nice DM today.
It's not good. It's not good. It's a 7.
Ooh.
Even with advantage?
Even with advantage.
Okay.
She's not a gentle gal.
She's not a gentle girl. Roll an attack roll, please.
An accidental attack roll.
An accidental attack roll.
Oh no. I'm so attacky.
It's
Can
your
I,
attacky mushroom.
can I take my oh no, I can't take that off, can I? Can I take my +9 off of it?
No.
Okay. That's a 17.
What's your armor class, Nobel?
20.
You're fine. He's protected by his armor.
It
He's a
tickles.
goody boy. These talons just glance and just twist. And in fact, one of them just sort of gets a knot out that has been bothering him in one of his shoulders as you just rise him up. In fact, you get a nice, like, gentle just stretch from being raised up.
I'm hearing click, 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 click.
Yeah, just click, 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 click. It's like going to a chiropractor. You feel amazing as your friend lifts you up and carries you to the next pillar.
I love
Excellent.
so much.
Okay.
I give them a little gust of wind to speed them up.
Beautiful.
The crowd is so excited by this turn of events. They are loving Edith the Pterodactyl. Some of them are just cheersing with bottles of wine. Some of them are throwing petals into the arena, which seem to actually be passing through the barrier, coincidentally, which is very interesting.
One way
And
back.
Adore me.
Fireworks, and everyone's just so excited. And Shersha, the fawn, says over her wand loudspeaker that we're pretending exists.
Her one speaker.
Her wand speaker. Well done, champions! Only one more to go! Her accent is changing because I don't remember what it was, but it's fine! It was
Very
Irish
cool.
and then it was Spanish. I don't know what it is anyway. So exciting! Only one pillar to go, one item, one artifact to collect, and then for the finale.
Great.
That's not ominous at all.
Welcome, Luke Morpanet, 87. I hope I said that right. Thank you for
Welcome,
following
Luke.
us.
Woo! Woohoo!
Okay.
Edith flies over to the last pillar and deposits Narble on top.
Okay, Narbel, can you please make a athletics, aerobatics, or dexterity to not fall off the pillar, please?
Certainly gonna make an athletics. That there.
It's a 9.
It's a 9!
9. I'm gonna use this might. I don't know if this will help you, but I may as well. I'm gonna use Fortune of the Many to lift that up to a 12. Oh, sorry, an 11. Sorry.
An 11, that's fine. You succeed. The thing was a 10, so you needed it. You sort of... Whoa.
Can I
On the
make
top
it?
of-
Can I make a performance check just to make it look like?
No, it was all an act. I was in total control the whole time.
Sure, go for it. See if you can... Actually, make it a deception check, because I feel like this is a lie.
Deception. That is a 21.
Sweat off your back. Everyone laughs. They are loving the clown act. They fall for it fist over heel. They are so excited by the fact that Narbel is playing into this theatrical side of his.
He loves this. I love this. They love
They go,
me.
Narbel, he's swell. Narbel, he's swell. And they keep just chanting.
Excellent. Okay,
You
now
are now on
looking
top
at
of the
the
last pillar.
fawn.
Yes. This is the fawn with the tambourine.
Oh yeah, this is very me.
As you take the tambourine from the fawn opens its arms, becomes colored and lifelike again. It takes a deep, sweeping bow, looks up at you, blows a kiss, and then vanishes in a puff of green smoke.
Stop. You're too kind. Too kind.
As the pillar starts to descend, you notice that the water that you were going towards is actually steaming. And
That's not good.
it's sort of like flicking out a few like spots, and it's hissing, and as you get closer, you can feel a radius of heat.
Okay.
Is the water the same where Tom is, or is it just me?
Where am
Just
I?
you.
I'm back on the sand thingy, aren't I? The island.
I believe you're either there or you're still on the pillar where the ice was.
Oh yeah, I'm on the pillar. That's right. But the pillar
Yeah.
lowered down, didn't it?
Yeah, the pillar lowered down. You're now 5 feet above the water. The water turned back to normal. So each of the pillars on all the other 3 sides seem to be safe and fine at the moment. It's just your one in this quarter of the arena that is steaming and bubbling and boiling.
No, I've still got water walk, right?
You do, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna gingerly get off the pillar. Just... Sorry.
You
Narbel.
gingerly get off of the pillar, you stand on the water, and nothing seems to be happening.
Sorry, this Narbel's turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
no,
good, you're good.
It's not turn-based, it's
Okay.
theatrical at the moment.
All right. Well, I get off
I
the
j-
pillar and I start walking gingerly in that direction, slowly taking careful steps.
The closer you get to where Narbel is and his pillar, you start to feel a heat. Just a wave of heat wafting in that direction. Narbel, as you're getting closer to the water, the heat is getting hotter and rising.
Can I use gust of wind to just keep pushing it back away from him and from me?
You can get it away from you, but I don't think you'd be able to get it away from him.
If I come right up to him?
So you cross into his corner of the arena?
Well, I'm heading towards him and I'm pushing the air in front of me 30 feet in that direction at all times.
Okay. You're wafting the air away from you, but that does not stop the heat that is starting to
Okay.
sort of bubble from the water
it's
that
coming
you are
from the water.
walking on.
Oh, okay. I'm not going there then. Fuck that.
Looking down into the water, is it too boily to see what's underneath me, or is
Yes.
it... Okay.
Getting back on a pillar.
Remember, you're holding a tambourine, Michael.
Oh. Like, so Narbel's actually doing this. Oh.
As
He
you
does
play,
the tambourine thing.
as you play the tambourine, the water starts to slowly lose its heat and lose its bubble, and it's starting to drift back down to a normal surface level of water.
Well done, Narbel. I think we're getting there.
I had
I had it well in hand.
How many more of these? There's just one left.
That's all of them.
Is
You
that-
have
That's all of it.
That's
you have
it.
all of the artifacts. You have all of the pillars.
What
Can I get you all
now?
to make a perception check, please?
Perception?
Right.
Perception.
Okay. 3.
22.
11.
So, 3. Anyone above a 10? The light in the center of the arena has grown. It is bigger. You now see that that sandy disc that you were previously standing on has drifted below the surface of the waves.
Oh.
And the pillars are starting to sink.
Oh
And the
no.
water is about to
I'm-
rise. And you're
Oh.
about to be in the water, except you can't go in the water because you're standing on the top of it. And it's slowly rising, and you're slowly going towards the roof.
What's gonna happen when we hit the top?
Well,
Can you, are we gonna get squashed on the top of the... I don't like this. Where's Sparrow?
let's play this out, see what happens.
Oh,
Maybe we'll just go to the top because we've finished. We won,
maybe, or maybe there's more.
and we could just,
Maybe they're just gonna kill us.
Can I try to dive, like push myself into the water, like dig myself in?
What's the wording of water walk, Joe?
I think I can. Can we say that I've changed back into Edith?
Yep.
I can drop the spell. I think. Do you want to?
I hope
Go
that's not a
under the water?
concentration spell.
It's not. It's just a cast.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just a cast. Yeah, it
It's
lasts
just an effect,
for-
it happens.
Cool.
Yeah, it lasts for 1 hour.
Which, by the way, you have about 15 minutes left on that hour.
Right.
The timer is like flipped through. Everyone's just very excited to see what's happening. There's like a couple of like scoreboards. If you look and notice, you've got there's like a picture of your face, and there's like different points next to like your face to see like scoring of what you did during this battle to find these items.
Welcome, Razorblade, to the show. Thank
Welcome,
you for
Razorblade.
joining us.
Welcome.
maybe we should all play at the same time. Whenever the water did something fucky, we just played and it stopped. So maybe we just need to play together.
You mean like play the instruments? You mean?
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Right.
take out the panpipes again.
Take out my tambourine.
I've
I
got.
got the bells.
What about this though? I've got this ribbon as well.
Oh, I got a free hand.
All right, here you go. All right, let's try. I mean, what do we have to lose? I suppose. You ready? 3.
Yeah, let's
2,
go.
1.
Make a group performance check.
How do we do
Oh
that?
boy.
So each of you make a performance check. If you give above a 10, it's a success. If it's below a 10, it's a fail.
Do we get to help each other because we're doing it together?
Okay, I'll give you advantage on all of these rolls, Russell, just to be nice.
The
Thank you,
subtext is
Caitlin.
remember this, Russell.
Remember this for another thing. Okay. Well, it's lucky that you did because I rolled a 1 on one of these.
It's a 12 from me.
So
This is a success.
The 10.
I get a dirty 20.
Success, success, success. Michael, you have to roll them again because you're doing 2 instruments. Or you're doing 1 instrument and 1, like, flappy thing.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Okay. That is a 7 and a 13.
Okay. 4 successes. You play these instruments, you wave your ribbon in harmony. They seem to be creating this music, this triumphant. You succeeded. You finished this race. The water is still rising. The instruments seem to not have an effect on the fact that this arena is starting to fill. And you now realize that you're sort of in a bubble of whatever this is, and the light at the center is starting to rise to meet the middle. There's something down there, and you might need to go see what it is.
Alrighty. Edith, you might have to dispel the thing.
What?
Can you do it?
I don't know. Out of game, I really don't think I can drop the spell. It's not a concentration spell, so it's like once it's cast, it's cast.
What is it, water walk?
Yeah.
Can you use an action to dismiss it or anything like that?
let's
If I
see.
had Dispel Magic, but I don't think I do. No, I don't.
One action up to willing creatures in 1 hour.
You target a creature submerged in a liquid. The spell carries a target. Okay, so it looks like we can't choose to submerge ourselves once we are under this effect.
All right. As this is happening and as the barrier is getting closer and closer and closer, Saoirse seems to look down, squint her eyes. Oh, I see what's happening here. Well, this is no fun at all. She dispels the water walk and you sink and submerge into the water.
All of us, or just
All of you.
all of us?
All right.
Don't like how powerful Saoirse is.
You're underwater, guys. What are you going to do? How long can you hold your breath for?
It's like
Eat-
3
It's a
minutes.
minute
isn't
per
it?
constitution, right?
Edith can cast. So I need to see
With
if
a
there's
minimum of 1 minute, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
breathing.
Drowning in D&D. I'll look it up. Hold on, I know there's rules for this. I've read the rules for this
Okay.
recently.
You've got water breathing, right?
I do. So Edith starts doing this strange twirling in the water.
Oops, sorry.
If the guys can see her, they're probably like, "What the heck?" But she's trying to exaggerate the movements as she tries to force the words out to cast water breathing on her friends, and it comes out all. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, Edith, I would like you to make a Constitution check. Saving throw?
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
I have the rules.
You have the rules?
Yeah, a creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1, plus its constitution modifier with a minimum of 30 seconds. Now, I've got a -1 con modifier, so I can hold my breath for 30 seconds.
Very good.
When a creature runs out of breath, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its constitution modifier, -1, minimum of 1 round. I can survive for 1 round. At the start of...
36 seconds total.
Right, 30 seconds. Oh, well, yeah, 36 seconds total. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying. For example, a creature with a constitution of 14 can hold its breath for 3 minutes. If it starts suffocating, it has 2 rounds to reach air before it drops to 0 hit points. Yeah, that's basically it. So I'm fucked, but you guys, Edith will probably survive.
How much air do we still have before the bubble fills up?
It's the bubble is full. You are now submerged. But I'd
God.
like to do something that you guys, as you're sort of sinking and so this overwhelming, terrifying thing of the fact that you're submerged in the water and you just are holding, gasping, holding. You can breathe underwater. The crowns that you're wearing are giving you that gift. And you are able to exist within this water
Normal! Normal! I can breathe underwater!
I can barely hear you.
You can speak normally. The crown is giving.
right.
But this is more fun.
If you want to do it for the rest of the episode, sure.
Quick, let's go to the light.
The crowns that you are wearing have given you a gift of water breathing and water speech, and it's like you are below the surface but able to communicate.
Do you think it's the
That's
crowns
what these
doing
crowns are
this?
made for.
No, I think they just like us.
Well, maybe it's Yondala's gift.
It couldn't be anything else, bud.
Where are we going? The light.
That away.
All right. Why do you think the light is a good idea?
Well, it's the... I don't know, I think it's there for a purpose.
The light's there for a
Better
purpose.
than going to the dome wall.
Aye, yes. I suppose that's true, yes.
That rolled under the desk.
I'm getting tired.
I think that's lost. Okay, you get to. Sorry, I lost a dice. It went under the desk. You're swimming towards the light. The light is getting brighter and brighter, and as the closest you get, you see that there's actually a dark thing at the center of this fiery scape.
Can I
seems
cast
to be-
dancing lights around us?
Sure.
So we have 6 light sources surrounding us.
What do they look like, Russell?
Oh, they're just little glowy orbs that sort of flicker and bob. And
What color are they?
They're white.
They're white lights. Okay, lovely. The closer you get to the center of this beautiful, beaming, flickering flame of light, you see a elven figure tied to a post in the center of the slide.
Sparrow.
Bowed,
Oh
arms
shit.
out.
Is that Sparrow?
Make a perception
that-
check.
25.
20.
It is your colleague and friend and lost party member, Sparrow.
Sparrow!
Gonna swim up to him and to see if he's dead or alive.
Does he
Make
look
a
awake?
medicine check.
Does he look awake? Does he move?
He doesn't seem to be awake.
I'll-
He doesn't seem to be aware.
I'm inspecting with Narbel, so
Joe, do you want to do it? Because like I'm not proficient in medicine, and also I've got 0 wisdom. And I,
Alright,
and I
so
help you.
Okay, so
Alright.
Joe, make a medicine check with advantage.
I
alright.
can't look.
That's a 22.
He has a pulse. He is alive. He doesn't seem to be breathing. He seems to be locked in his form of stasis.
Is he tied to anything? You said he was tied to a post?
He's tied to a post in sort of like a crucifix. His arms are out, supplicated, and he is in the center of this flickering white light. And you realize that the flickering white light is coming from 4 torches that are posted across. He's like a compass in the middle of a flame-encrusted center.
Should we put the crown on him?
Good idea.
I get the crown out from inside the bag of holding.
Can I get you guys to make a perception check quickly for me, please?
Certainly.
15.
You see, Naibo, you see nothing. You are so excited that you found Sparrow. You knew that they would have taken him for some reason. You knew it.
fucking knew it.
You knew it. Tom, you
you-
see the shadow of tentacles.
Narbo, watch out!
That
And
is,
I'd like you all to make an initiative roll, please.
13.
7.
No, 17.
7.
I got
No,
a
I mean 15. I'm sorry. I counted
Edith
that.
and I both got 7s.
Who has the higher dexterity?
I have -1 dexterity.
F plus 3.
Okay, so Tom. And Narbel, you got a
15.
15 for Narbel.
Narbel.
And the creature got a 17.
How big is this creature?
It is a large creature. Its tentacles are quite big. It is floating as you're sort of going towards the center. The tentacles sort of seem to fold over and come towards you. And you realize that Sparrow is not actually posted on the ground. He's posted between a great open maw. You are at the center of a creature with tentacles, and it is trying to grab you and pull it into his mouth. And it is going to make a strike with one of its tentacles against... Who's the closest to Sparrow?
Probably Narbel or Edith.
Now Edith, okay. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who I do. Odds it's you. Yep, okay, it is Edith.
Oh no.
Going to make a tentacle attack against Edith. 16 plus 9 for... Math is hard. 23. Does a 23 hit?
I would say so. I've only got an armor class of 16.
Yes, Russell?
Oh, is
Are
there
you timing
anything?
up?
Is there anything on the surface of the bottom here? Can we see the bottom of the water?
You seem to be in like the center of a sort of bubble abyss type thing. What you thought was the ground was actually the creature.
Right. I'm looking for anything that I can use catapult with, like anything I can throw shit with.
There are currently 4 stationed like flames of just that's what's been spreading the light. They're
Right.
these little cups of flames. They're sort of floating ominously. They're little like post, and then Sarah is in the middle. And what you thought was an altar is a tentacled creature with an open maw, and you're about to go stand in it.
Okay.
Anyway, so that hits. That is 2d6. 5 plus 5, so that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage to Edith. And I would like to make you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 6.
Where the tentacle hits you, your skin becomes translucent and slimy,
Oh.
and you are diseased.
Okay.
You're filled with disease.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
that's your department.
And it's going to make another 2 tentacle attacks, one against Narbel and one against Edith again.
And that was 17 damage, was it?
Yes. Wait, it was 2d6, so that was plus 5. That was 10 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah. One is a natural 1, so it misses. I'm going to say that misses Narbel. And then 14 plus 9 to hit Tom. So that is
I'm a little bit back from them. 'Cause
23. Oh, you're a little bit back?
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
so
go
that,
near him. I was
the
like,
second one will go against Edith again then. Does a 23 hit Edith?
Yes.
Yeah.
sorry, Edith.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of bludgeoning damage to Edith. And where the tentacle hits you, there is a slime just pooling and your skin is starting to turn translucent. It is now Nalbal's turn.
I absolutely would cure the hell out of that disease if I had any of my lay on hands left. But what I can do,
Told you I should have cure wounds you.
you should have.
Or you should
and
have drank the
should
potion.
use.
Remember
what I
that you
can-
do have some lovely items that were given to you in your tent, including a potion of translucent liquid that you couldn't quite identify.
It's for the boys, and that's for the little boys. Anyway, so my first, it's just going to be a loading round. My
Okay.
first action, what Narbel's going to do, is he's going to start swinging his devotee's censer right over his head,
Okay.
and as he spins, he's going to start cackling. It's a shrill, horrible sound echoing through the water as smoke starts to come out of his devotee's censer. And everything within and all allies within 30 feet of me now heal for. Let me double check. 1d4 hit points every round.
Wow.
Ooh.
And while this is happening, I think he starts to glow a bit more viscerally. All of like the bells start jingling as I cast Crusader's Mantle. And that means that all of us, so long as you're within 30 feet of me, now do an additional d4 damage with any weapon. A d4 radiant damage. So that's on top of everything else. So you heal with d4 hit points every round, and an extra d4 damage with every weapon attack. And that is Narbel's turn.
Do we take the D4 healing now?
Let me double check. I think it might be at the start of bonus action. Speed command word to cause the flail to emit a thin cloud of incense out to 10 feet for 1 minute. 10 feet, sorry. At the start of each of your
Not me,
turns,
then.
you and any other creature in the incense regain 1d4 hit points. So, I mean,
Do you want to make that healing on your turn just to simplify it?
yeah, it is on my
Yeah.
turn. So I'll just d4 for Edith now. Edith, you regain 3 hit points.
I think I'm too far back.
You might be too far back, which is hopefully you won't need my healing.
Yeah, hopefully.
So that's an extra 3 or an extra d4 every round for you, Edith, as long as you're close to me.
I don't have much I can do in this fight, but I'm going to try.
Okay, is that your turn, Narbel?
It
It is now Tom's turn.
All right, I am going to cast Fairy Fire on the creature.
Okay.
It's a
What are-
DC 16 dexterity save.
Dexterity? Okay, -1 to dex. Oop, fuck.
Apparently, Caitlin also has -1 to dex.
That is a 10!
That is a fail. So
It fails.
So the creature is now outlined in fairy fire light. If it fails the dex save for the duration, they shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against the creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. And also, if there's any other creatures within the 20-foot cube that I placed it in, they also will be fairy fired, and I of course place it far enough back that it doesn't catch my friends. So the cube starts at the beginning of the creature and then goes back from it, and 20 feet out on either side, up and down.
Okay, you see these massive tentacles just start to burst in this words are hard.
So's math.
The tentacles of these creatures alight in this ethereal fairy flyer, and you can see these 8 tentacles swirling and ready to whip up and hit, and it getting lit up. You see this creature is large, and it is enveloping this bubble, and it seems to almost outshine these torches.
Alright, so
Is
that
that the end of
was
your turn?
my action. Do I have any bonus actions? Let me just...
Bonus actions, reactions, flavor, dialogue. What
Right,
would you
movement,
like to
flavor,
do?
dialogue. Actions, they're all actions. What have I got for bonus actions? Surely I've got a bonus action somewhere. Cutting words is a reaction. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna. I have a reaction that I'll use when it attacks. That'll be cutting words. But that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Edith, it is now your turn.
All right. So the disease that I apparently have at the moment, does that prevent me from doing other things?
Oh.
Nope, you just feel very slimy.
Wait, I do have a bonus action I can use now. I can give Edith Bardic Inspiration.
But you've actually been cured of that because Narbel healed you. So because
Right.
become disease has no effect for 1 minute and can be removed by any magical cures disease after 1 minute. Disease can. Okay, so you actually don't have translucent skin. You're just diseased. It's now not been a minute, so they're fine.
Can I give her
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration with my bonus action?
How would you like to give a bardic inspiration? You have bardic inspiration, Edith. What would you like to do? Sorry, I missed the part where it had to be like you've diseased for 1 minute and then the thing happens.
Oh,
But you're
right.
fine because Narbel healed you and it went away. So you're good.
Fantastic.
You just have some slime on your armor and it's a little bit icky.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lightning bolt because that would be silly.
That means do a lightning bolt, see what happens.
I'm going to try to dominate beast.
Okay.
It's not gonna work.
No, probably not. It's a
Stop
wisdom.
backseat DMing.
Sorry. Yes.
It's a wisdom
You're quite
save.
right.
15 is the.
Are you casting?
I'm trying to cast.
It doesn't seem to take effect because this is not a beast.
Yeah.
If only we had known.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's
Is that your
my
turn?
action.
Alright, it is now the creature's turn.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Cutting Words. And I start insulting it. Get back, you foul beast, you disgusting, slimy, tentacled thing! I hate you! Die! You hurt my friend!
It is so cut by those words. It is going to twist, and instead of lashing at the friends that are in its center like a smart thing would do, it goes down. It takes its tentacles down and it seems to twist around and it brings itself up in the water and spreads out. And it's 1, 3, 2 eyes. How many eyes do they have? 3 eyes. Stare
1,
at
3, 2.
They all look, they all eye you up individually. There's 3 of them and they're marking you all. It is going to move its tentacles and it is going to try and attack Tom.
Okay,
No.
it's gonna take a d6 off its attack roll.
Okay, so it's got 3 tentacles. D6 off.
And remember, I'm far away.
How far away are you?
Well, I'm out of Narbel's range of his thingamajig, his healing thing, which was, what, 10 feet or something?
It was 10 feet.
So I was thinking I was like 15
Yeah.
to 20 feet back.
So pretty much it's swirled down, it's starting to move.
It's
and
using
because
its movement to get
It's
to me.
using its movement and it's coming towards you.
Okay.
It's using its swim speed of 40 feet. It is coming to around you and it's going to come and it's going to dash at you with 3 of its tentacles. And it's got a -6 from them, correct?
A D6.
D6. Okay.
From one attack, I think.
From one attack.
Hang on,
Okay,
let me
I will
just
take it,
double check.
I'll take
but
it
I
off the
think
biggest attack roll. Because
That's fair.
that's probably the best one.
That's nice of you. I appreciate that.
That one misses because it's a 2. This one was a natural 20, but we're going to minus that.
Okay.
It still hits, but it's no longer double damage. And the other one is a...
What is it? Plus 9. So that is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
So 2 hits, 1 miss. Okay, so that is...
Ooh, okay.
6 plus 5 for 11.
11 hit points.
11 hit points for 1. And then the next hit is 12. So that is a total of 21. And I would also like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm not very good at those. All right. Con save. Hang on. Where is that? -1. Oh, Yandala. A 9.
Okay. You have...
Ah!
You have that same slime envelop your body and you feel a disease start to take hold.
It got me, Narvel!
I didn't think about this earlier, so it might be too late. But when the creature moved to Tom, was that an opportunity attack?
Yes, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
I would. I'm so sorry I didn't bring it up earlier.
And you get an advantage because it is currently glowing with fairy fire.
Yep.
Excellent.
All your
I'm going
attacks.
to hit it with guiding bolt then.
Okay.
Which, okay.
Doesn't it have to be a melee attack?
I Warcaster. That is a 15 or a 23.
23 hits.
Excellent. So that's 4d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
6, 9, 10, 14. 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay. This is why I have this here. Minus 14. Very good. It bursts against the creature's scaly tentacles, and it seems to be quite hurt by it. Okay. Narbel, it is now your turn, because it was the creature's turn. Did damage to Tom. You had your opportunity retroactively. It's now your actual turn.
It's not restraining me or anything, is it?
Nope. It just smacked you out. You've sort of gone back like maybe 10 feet because it's pushed you back through the water.
Okay.
Spectacular. Tom, how are you doing for hit points?
I've got 19 hit points.
Okay.
I can
Great.
cure wounds, though, but I don't want to blow spell slots. I might drink a potion if I need to.
It's okay. I have a thing. I'm going to hit it with my mace thing.
Okay.
That's not gonna.
You get
oh,
advantage.
Yes. That is a 16. Does a 16 hit?
It misses.
Okay.
You go to swing and it just goes underneath the water, just wide. The optical illusions of the water is not very helpful for aim.
Not. You're right. 21
Hits.
or. Okay, yeah, 21 will do it. Okay, so that's what's 1d8? That's 7 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, 11 plus 7 radiant damage, plus an extra d4 radiant damage, 4. So that is, what did I say first?
Bludgeoning damage.
Yes, that was 11 and then 7 for 18, plus 4 for 22 radiant damage total there. And I'm going to use my channel divinity. It's not it doesn't count as an anything. It's just It's an inspiring smite. It's after I've done damage to a creature, I can use my channel divinity as a bonus action. There we go, and to distribute temporary hit points to creatures of my choice. So I'm going to give Tom 2d8 plus 9 temporary hit points. That's 2. That's off to a bad start. 5, 7 plus 9. That is 16. So you have 16 temporary hit points, Tom.
Nice, thank you.
That is okay, and that is the end of Narbel's turn.
Very good. Tom, it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, so the fairy fire is still up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, is it a concentration spell?
It is a concentration spell.
You need to roll a Constitution saving throw to keep your concentration on that spell, Russell.
Fuck. Okay. Damn it.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, it meets it and it beats it. It's a 10. It's an
Nice.
11
Okay.
minus 1, and it's a 10.
That's fine. It's still up. What
Right,
did
so
you do?
what am I going to do? I am considering turning invisible, but no, I'm going to cast... Oh, fuck, that's concentration 2. You know what? I am going to drink a healing potion. Do I have a healing potion?
Yes, you do.
Yep, okay, I'm going to drink
I believe
a
you have 3 of them from your
Nice.
trunk.
Very good, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink a healing potion.
Okay, and it was
So
a
that's
potion of minor healing.
Right, so that's a bonus action. So that's 2d4 plus 4 or plus 2? 2d4 plus 2. from
2d4
mine.
plus 2.
2 plus 4, so 6 hit points back. Alright. Heal. Okay, so I'm at 25. And my action... for my action, you know what? I'm going to use my dancing lights to try and distract it so that I can give the help action to Edith.
Okay, so you're using your dancing lights to try and blind the creature?
Well, mind you, you've already got advantage from the fairy fire, don't you? So that's not all that useful, really. There's not a lot else I can really do right now. Can I swing my... Can I fire a slingshot underwater? I mean, it seems pretty
You can certainly
unrealistic.
try.
It's, you know... I
I was just looking at the combat rules underwater.
Yeah,
2 seconds and I'll...
To be fair, it's magic water. You are in the Fey realm.
that's true. It is the water that doth not wet.
So typically, it's water that doth not wet. Okay, so a ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target with a normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Right, but it's got fairy fire, so that would bring it back to normal
Yeah.
attacks. So I could feasibly slingshot it.
And you get an extra D4 because of my Crusader's Mantle.
Alright, I'm going to slingshot it then. Alright, so I load a bullet in my slingshot, I swing it around and release it, firing it like David at Goliath. I rolled an 18 for a 26.
Hell yeah.
It hits.
Okay, so it would
Roll
D4
damage.
plus 4 damage. Woot. So I do
Is it one of your exploding ones, or is it one of your normal ones?
I mean, yeah, I'll use one of the special ones. They don't explode; they're just walloping, and that means that they. What do they do? I think they knock them. They have to make a strength save, or they're knocked prone. And I don't know if you can knock a prone underwater.
Don't think you can knock prone underwater.
Yeah, I think I'll probably use one of these anyway, just because they sound cooler. So yeah, you can decide whether or not anything happens, I suppose. But it does hit, and there's typically a strength save involved, but I don't know, whatever.
I think we'll just hit. I don't think you can knock it prone underwater.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Don't think there's anywhere to knock prone.
Yeah, I mean, it might knock it sideways and to give it
Yeah.
disadvantage or something, I don't know, but that's totally up to you. So yeah, 6 points of damage.
Okay, and I'll make a strength saving throw and see if one of its tentacles gets a bit sore.
My cloak billows as a free action.
24. Nothing happens, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Edith, is that your end of your turn, Tom?
That is the end of my turn, thank you. Oh, and I will swim away as far as I can.
Okay.
30 feet, I suppose, or whatever.
You,
underwater I
you
can-
find that your movement is the same as it would be on land swimming. The crown seems to be enveloping your body with the... In fact, if you
Nice.
look at your hands, they seem to be a little bit webbed. Like, you are built to be under the water right now.
Stressing.
This is very weird. I don't like this, Snarbell!
Edith, it is now your turn. What are you doing?
Right. I would like to turn into a shark, and since I am a Goliath, will you allow me to turn into a megalodon?
A megalodon? I will allow you to turn into a megalodon. Do you have the stats for a megalodon?
I do have a stat block here.
Sharkity Shark Bum says, yes! I've been waiting for this! Awesome.
Very good. It is now like octopus versus shark. It is the go.
All right, so is turning into the shark my action? I think that is an
Yes, it
action.
is.
eh?
Your wild
Yeah.
shape, I believe, is an action.
Yeah. All right, so I just turn into the megalodon and look menacingly at all three of its eyes in turn.
Are you turning your head, or are you like
It's just like
Oh yeah, because it's
forward-fronting predator?
I'm
Very good. Okay. The creature sees this. It's still glowing in its ethereal fairy fire. Its eyes then transfix to its hanging crucifixed victim in the middle. The eyes seem to glow. And Sparrow snaps up.
Sparrow, are you awake? Sparrow, wake up!
And like a marionette, he unleashes his green daggers that you recognize from the box that was at the foot of his bed.
Sparrow, what are you doing? Kill it! Kill it now!
Who is closest to Sparrow right now?
I think it might be Edith.
Yeah,
'Cause I
gotta
swam
find
to
Edith,
After,
yeah.
after it.
Okay, Edith, what is your armor class as a megalodon?
It's a 19.
19, okay.
Chunky fish.
He's a chunky fish.
Chunky, alright.
Okay, he's gonna make 2 dagger attacks. Plus...
I take out my fishing tackle.
Okay, 13 plus 8 for a 21. Does that hit?
I would say so.
And then the other one is a 14 plus 8 for a 22. Does that also hit?
Dang it, yes.
Okay. What do these daggers do again?
I believe they drain.
They drain 1d6.
Oh, wait,
These are the green ones. So these are ones that will take your health and give it to the person who's holding the daggers. The opposite of the ruby daggers.
right.
Dee. It's almost as though this was planned. Okay,
Those
so that
dirty
is... Okay, so that is 2 plus 5, 7 points of damage to you, Joe,
Okay.
or 1. And then the other one, I only rolled a 1, so plus 5 for 6 points of damage, of necrotic damage, and you feel part of that just leech away from your shark form. As
So it was
this...
6 and 7, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. Very good. And you see Sparrow, still eyes closed, still asleep, with the daggers just punch into Edith's tail and then go back. And it is... He has now entered the fray.
Oh dear.
And it is now the scary looking creature. Oh no, that was his turn because he did the glowing eyes. That happened there. It is now Nalval's turn.
Hooray! Okay, I am going to return to the old faithful of hitting it very hard. That's okay. 19 or that is a 21.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage, 4 radiant damage, and another 2 radiant damage for first attack.
Okay.
Second attack. is either a 22 or a 16. So the 22.
22 hits.
That is 8 bludgeoning damage, 6 radiant damage, and 4 radiant damage.
Very good.
Bonus action. I'm going to use my Fey gift to help Edith with whatever she does next. It's just a magical whatever. Just help. And I'm going to cast Spite.
Ooh.
So on Edith. So the next creature you attack, Edith, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll for the next minute. So yeah. So you choose who gets disadvantage essentially.
Alrighty.
And that's me.
Okay, now it's Tom's turn.
All right. I would like to cast.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to cast slow on the creature.
Okay, what does slow do?
Okay, so slow. There is a deck. What is it? A saving throw. It's a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 16. Up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube. So I'm guessing that's the creature and all its tentacles. Each target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. It's 1 action, lasts for a minute. It is concentration, so my fairy fire drops.
Okay. So I need to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yep. The target's speed is halved. It has a -2 to its armor class. And dexterity saving throws, penalty of -2 to its dex saves. It cannot use reactions. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted. A creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effects end for it.
Okay. Wisdom, yeah? Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, and you better fuck it up, because otherwise I'm wasting a freaking 3rd level spell slot.
12 plus 6.
18.
18.
Yeah, fuck you.
Sorry!
Right, so as my movement, I'm going to swim towards Sparrow. I know that sounds insane, but as I do so, I am going to get out my rope, and I'm planning to tie him up to the post that he's already attached to, so that he can't attack with his daggers. Okay. So I'm going to go behind him to do that. That's my intention.
Okay.
So I don't know if I get that far or not, but that's what I plan to do. Sorry about the fairy fire, guys. Oops.
No, it's fine. Like I see what you were thinking.
That's all good. Shakif, it's your turn.
Alright.
Shocker.
Edrak.
Edrak.
Alright. Edith the Megalodon
Eagleodon.
charges.
Eagleodon.
Charges at the creature,
Okay.
teeth, mouth wide open, and tries to take a chomp out of it. She does have multi-attack, but she can't attack the same creature because it's a bite with a tail attack.
I mean, I think it's a large creature, so it might, if you were to like bite and then go over and then whack it on the way past, I would
Right.
allow you to do 2 attacks on the same creature.
All right, that would make sense then. Or if it's got a tentacle behind her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Get out of it.
Right. That's what she is doing. Let's see what the dice say.
The dice agree.
It's a 23 with the teeth.
Yeah.
That hits.
And now it has disadvantage to any attacks on you for the. Yes, it has disadvantage on its next attack roll than the next person.
Right. And a 23 on the tail attack as well.
That also hits.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
Fuck it up.
All right. What is the damage?
Don't forget, you also get a plus a D4 for each attack for radiant damage.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm very helpful.
You are very
very
helpful.
All right. So that's 3d10 plus 7 for the bite. D10. So 16 plus 7 is 23.
Damage?
Once- Yeah,
Yo, was that one attack?
that was,
That was
one
the
bite.
bite.
Bro.
Megalodon,
Yeah.
Megalodon bite attack. Nice.
Megalodon!
Megaloedathon.
Yes. But only one from the D4 from Narbel for radiant damage.
Still a hit point.
Only one.
It's still radiant though, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Teeth is glowing.
All right, and then the tail swipe. That's 3d6 plus 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 10 plus 7, 17. And I already rolled the d4, so do I do that again?
What's that?
Does she roll another d4?
Yeah, for every attack.
Every attack.
Woo! Another 1 point of radiant damage.
It's starting to look sore. It's starting to bleed.
Looks
It's got some inky black colored blood just sort of floating in the water. There is blood in the water, and you have definitely hurt this thing.
Hopefully it doesn't attract more sharks.
Hopefully. It is now the creature's turn. It is very hurt. It did not like that thing. It is going to take 3 tentacle attacks against the Megalodon.
first is at disadvantage.
That's
Ooh, first one's at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, I'll re-roll that one. Even worse. Okay, that's fine. That one misses.
Huzzah!
The other two.
Okay, 13 plus 9 for a 21. And 7 plus 9 for a...
16. What is your armor class?
16.
Okay, so both of those hit. So that's these two. Okay.
No, Edith!
Okay. That's
Blub, blub,
the
blub.
easiest way to do it. So that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage for one of the hits. The second one is 14 points of bludgeoning damage for the other one. And
Edith, what do your hit points look like now?
Well, if I'm using the Megalodon hit points, then
Right,
they're
right.
amazing.
Right.
But
Cool.
if I'm using Edith's, then not so much.
Okay,
You're
well, you,
using the Megalodon.
you're using the
until you go
Megalodon
back
at the
to-
moment until
Yeah.
you become
Oh,
back
okay.
to normal.
yeah,
okay,
when you get to
sweet.
0, you turn back to yourself with your normal hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
at this point, the creature noticing that these tentacle attacks are not doing very well, it's just sort of going to swipe around and stand still spread wide with its tentacles, and you see its eyes sort of twitching, thinking.
Is that its
Uh,
action?
No, that's not an action. That's just chilling for a second. And it's going to try and enslave the Megalodon.
Uh-huh.
What?
Ooh.
You need to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, Edith.
All right.
Get your +2 for being near me.
Hold on.
Okay.
You've got... Do you still have Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, I don't think I used that, did I?
No, I don't think you
Yeah.
did.
You still have Bardic Inspiration.
All right, just a second. Because I have to use the shark's wisdom, is it?
No, as a druid, you get to use your own.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so you're not polymorphed into the shark. You are the shark. You have your mental capacity. You still have your stats.
Incidentally,
Okay, so,
with
what?
Unless it's higher. If it's higher, you can use the sharks.
I'm sorry. Is it a con save or is it a wisdom? I can't remember.
It is a wisdom save.
Okay. Definitely using the druid one then. 11.
11 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2, so it's a 13.
did you roll your bardic inspiration?
And I did not do that.
If you want
That's
to.
You just need a 1 to beat this. So
Okay.
So just using
that-
it will do it.
D6 or D4?
It's a D6.
D6.
It's kind of guaranteed.
it's guaranteed. If you use your bardic inspiration, you'll find.
And it's a 1.
Yay! Well, that's lucky. Woot!
Excellent.
I did a thing.
Amazing.
I helped.
You did. You helped.
Yes.
You,
Certainly did.
the shark, this megalodon, the egglodon, you feel what feels like the tendrils of darkness shift over your eyes, and you start to smell all this blood in the water, and you feel like you're about to have a frenzy. And then you just hear this whistling, a distant memory of Tom inspiring you, and it helps you keep focus. And you are still in control, and this beast must die. Now, Belle, it's your turn.
Okie dokie.
I should have learned a
Look,
lullaby.
I'm gonna. I think I might change things up from what I was doing before, and I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
That is natural 1.
I don't think you hit it. I think you
I-
might drop your club. I think you underestimated the water drag, and you just
Damn it!
and your hands just go through, and your what is it, a club? What is it? That you have?
It's a flail.
It's a flail. The flail that you were holding just sort of twists and just sort of bobs and starts to sink towards the bottom of this bubble.
I'm gonna go after it. Does that use up the last of my turn?
Yes. I would
Okay.
say so. Just
'Cause
to retrieve your. I'd say it's an action. It's one. How many actions do you have? 3.
I have 2 attacks,
2 attacks.
so it's my other attack just to retrieve it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so then I'll just use my bonus action to use my last Fey gift to help Edith. So she has advantage on her next attack, and I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna give her a spite again, just so she can give this creature disadvantage on one of its attacks. I don't think temporary hit points is gonna help too much with it.
Okay. It is looking very hurt, by the way.
Huzzah!
There is inky black blood everywhere.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Sparrow, in his limp form, is going to start, and Tom is behind him. And he's going to swirl, and he's going to try and attack you with his 2 daggers.
Is he still tied to the thing, or what's the deal there?
No, he's not. He came off it, and anything that was tying him is sort of like moving his arms like he's a marionette at this point. He's a
Okay.
puppet.
Now you're there.
Okay. What is your armor class, Tom?
All right, I'm going to use a cutting words as a reaction. When a creature that's not immune to being charmed, is he immune to being charmed? I think he has advantage against being charmed because he's an elf, but he's not immune to it.
Yes.
He makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. I can use a bardic inspiration, roll the die, subtract the number from the creature's roll. So I get to roll a d6 and subtract that from his attack roll.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 1.
Well, I
So
don't.
that
I'm not
doesn't
gonna do
happen,
that
and the
one.
second one was an 18.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract. Well, 18 misses. Oh no, it hits actually.
18 plus 8.
That would have. Oh,
So,
okay. So
yeah.
plus 8.
Yeah.
Well,
He's got plus 8 to his daggers, man.
if I don't have to, I won't use my bardic inspiration for this
Okay.
because it's going to hit me anyway. If that's all right with you.
I will allow you to retroactively remove the cutting words from the roll.
Okay. Thank you. Instead.
First one is a natural 1. He goes to hit you with his dagger, and it just sort of plonks off. He's not very good with his eyes closed. You can't really see very well. And the dagger starts to fall towards the ground, but he's still got his last one, and it goes to strike, and he will strike you in the shoulder.
4.
And he will do for 18 plus 8 for a
Jesus.
26.
That would have killed me if not for my temporary hit points.
Oh, that's not the damage. That's just the
Oh, that's the
just the
hit.
attack roll.
Oh.
The damage is for 9 points of damage, and you
9.
feel your health leech away.
Well, it's my temporary hit points, but
Your
I still have.
temporary hit
I actually
points,
still have 7 temporary hit points.
Very good.
Good.
Okay, then On my turn, is it my turn yet?
It's now your turn.
It's now my turn. Okay. Can
And you
I?
just hear a voice inside Sparrow saying, "Pupils are not meant to become masters."
Ooh. I'm gonna fairy fire the creature again.
Okay.
So it's making a Dex save, DC 16.
Dex save DC 16. It rolled a natural 20.
Whoa.
Off.
That motherfucker.
Fuck off. All right. Well, if I can, so that would have been my action.
That was a bit of a journey. It was like 2, 18, 20. I was like, okay.
Where's it gone? Freaking fairy fire. There it is. That's an action. Okay. And gust is an action too. Never mind. Okay. So I've pretty much used up my shit.
You still have a lot of potions.
You know what? I'm going to take another healing potion. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a bonus action to take a healing potion in this game. So yes, I will do that. So it's 2d4 plus 2.
Great.
That is 3 and a 2, so it's 5, 6, 7. Cool.
Nice.
Thank you.
Megalodon, you're up.
All right. A
Don't
bite
forget
and a
you have
slap.
advantage.
And you have advantage on this hit.
Okay. So, rolling with advantage. Why aren't you rolling? It's a 25 to hit.
Somebody should
Hits.
take the haste potion, by the way. Has anyone taken the haste potion?
Nope.
Not yet.
No.
But who's
We've
got,
almost got this.
Who's got the haste potion?
Edith has the hash potion, but I think she's in shark form, and I don't
Yes.
think you can access it currently.
Who has the lightning potion?
You do. Oh, you gave it to somebody. I think you might have
gave-
given it to Sparrow, my guy.
Yeah, I think. Right. Okay. Alright then.
You can try pick his pocket if you'd like.
You know what? Can I? I'll try
But it's not your turn at the
Yeah,
moment, so we'll
alright.
do that when I come back to you.
Yep, fair call.
Edith.
So it's
Shark.
a 25 to bite and a 24 to slap.
Both
My
hit.
tail.
What is the damage?
What is the damage? To go back and check again.
Does anyone really want me to use lightning underwater?
Oh.
I'm still full hit points, so I'm okay. This is when Kate's like, "Oh, I've been ignoring you. I should beat your ass."
What is the damage, Joe?
All right. The bite this time was only 11.
Okay.
Plus a D4.
Oh, plus the D4. Yeah. Plus the D4. Which is a 4 this
Okay.
time.
Very good.
And then the slappy slap
Slap a slap.
is a 3d6. Okay, roll. So 5 plus 7 for a 12.
Okay.
Plus a d4
Huzzah.
is also a 4 this time.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh. My calculator is being a pain in the ass. Has this many hit points. Very good. I tried to minus a 4 and it just cleared everything and I went,
Oh.
no. Very good. It is now the creature's turn.
Creature.
The creature. And it does not like what is happening. And it is going to try once again to enslave the Megalodon. Wait, am I allowed to hit you again? Does it have to be? Hold on 1 second, I'm just going to double check. Un momento, por favor. Okay, there is no rule against me not trying again, so I'm going to try again.
Okay.
But it does take up both of my turns. Okay. Well, 2 out of 3. There's one more turn afterwards. Wisdom save, please.
That's a 20, a dirty 20.
Very good. You pass with flying colors. These dark
Huzzah.
trenchals of psychic power are unable to encapsulate the mind that is the Megalodon.
I bare my teeth.
And it's going to try and take a slap at Narbel.
Okay.
18 plus 8. Does that it?
It certainly does.
Yay! Very good. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8
I
points of
rolled
bludgeoning damage.
very terribly on those 2s d6. Very good. It is now Bell's turn.
Okay. I'm going to hit him. Oh, wait, no. I got hit, so I have to roll for concentration again.
Please do.
That is a 16. I'm good.
You're good.
Disadvantage doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So I'm going to hit him with my devotee sensor again.
Very good.
That there, first attack is a 23. So
Hits.
That's 12 bludgeoning damage, 5 radiant damage, and another 3 radiant damage. First attack. Second attack.
Ashley, 13.
Does not hit.
Ouch. Imagine my shock.
That's a 10 for my crossbow.
Does not hit.
So, okay. But, however, could I, perchance, petition you to let me divine smite that first attack?
Okay.
Yeah, second. Alright, cool. And that's second level, so that is 3d8 radiant damage additionally. 3, 8, 1.
Very good.
Okay.
It looks smited. It's very sore.
I done
There's
smith.
inky blood falling up. It is getting harder and harder to see with the amount of blood that is in this water. You can still see its like glowing eyes, and you can see that Sparrow's daggers, the greenness is starting to fall, and you can see this glow, and you can still see Tom's floating light somewhere in this inky black water. Tom, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a plan. So, the first part of my plan involves pulling out a loot from my bag. Second part of my so as a free action, I take out the loot and I drop it in the water so that it floats in front of me. And now it's no longer touching me. It is no longer an object that is being worn or being carried. So now the object is going to fly in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction that I choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 16 dex.
I'm assuming you're attacking the creature, the big creature.
I am.
Okay, he's got -1 to dex, so we'll see how we go.
Don't roll another natural 20, please.
Stupid, I love it.
It's cocked on him. 11 -1 for 10.
Right, this does 3d8 damage.
3d8.
Yeah.
Plus d4.
Plus a
Right,
d4.
so 4, 3, so that's 7, plus 7, so 14 plus a d4 is another 3. So what did I say? 14, 15, 16, 17.
How do you want to do this? The last d4.
I killed it with a loot.
You killed it with a loot.
Well, I'm imagining the loot striking it in slow motion, and it kind of crushes in as it strikes the thing, and the strings break, the neck of it sticks out, and the spike of the neck goes in through its eye, piercing into its brain.
Amazing.
All the strings go ding, 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 and it makes a kind of strange musical discordant noise as it does that.
Excellent.
Pieces of broken wood fly off from it.
Amazing. This loot seems to explode on impact. It's strings and splinters, and it plays a awfully melodic and sad, mournful tune as it goes through this creature's 3 eyes and just pierces throughout the other side. And this inky black tentacle mass just sort of evaporates into the water. And as this occurs, Sparrow's daggers seem to clatter to the ground. His head seems to roll to one side. He opens his eyes
I cast
and
web on him.
starts gasping for air because he is underwater and he doesn't have the protection that you guys have. 'Cause he's
The crown! Quickly! Put this on, Sparrow! I stick it on his head as fast as I can.
You stick it on his head and he begins to be able to breathe.
Oh, are you all right?
feel-
Are you all right?
You feel the water start to twist and turn and envelop the four of you, and it seems to start to screw into a tornado current of water, and it is draining down between the four flames of the banners, and you twist and you fall and you are spouted out of this arena, and you find yourself back in the forest. Or at least you think it's the forest that you started in.
We're done.
There-
We win. Good.
The trees look similar, but it's dark, and there's no stars, and there's no moon, and there's a mist, and oh no, there are wolves. There are wolves by the trees. You're
Oh,
in a
young Dala.
maze. You are now onto the next part of this challenge.
Where's Sparrow? Is he here?
Sparrow is with you. You are all four of you are together. Sparrow spits out some water, rises to his knees.
Sparrow, I broke your loot. You gave that to me. I'm sorry.
The loot actually falls down next to you, as it was the one that you traded with the Tabaxi woman very early at the thing. It is now magical, and it reconstituted it. It is back to normal. You have your loot still. Sparrow just rises onto his knees, looks at you, and says, "I told you I hated this fucking festival." And that's where we'll end
Okay.
for tonight.
Thank you.
Good game, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done,
fun.
guys.
Awesome.
Good
Very
job for
cool.
surviving the water arena. By the way,
Wow.
the crowns you were wearing now clatter to the ground.
Ding, ding,
They are
ding.
no longer stuck to your heads.
Fab.
Well, thank you very much. I guess we should probably raid somebody then.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do a raid.
Let's do a
And we'll see
raid.
you all next week for the final conclusion of the FAYUM Festival, because there's still one act to go.
One more act. That was Act 2.
That was
Crikey.
Act 2. All good stories have 3 acts.
I say so.
Sweet. You've got one more Friday off, Russell.
Right. Right. Well, then it's your turn, Joe.
I mean, if you really wanted, I could do an overarms for us.
Yeah? What's that?
Yeah, it's the narrative heavy
I lost a D20.
game that is
Ruined.
inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Persona, all of that.
Do I get to play Tom Hartley?
You get to play a
You
different character.
Play Tom Hartley in this universe. It's a very mundane setting where you are gifted fantastical powers.
Okay. It's
We shall
it's
discuss.
it's still
that
D&D
off
though,
screen.
right?
It's
Well-
not D&D.
Oh, it's not D&D. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it out of game. Cool. All right. Where are we?
Rating.
Rating.
Rating,
Who's
rating,
gonna
rating.
roll? Raid. Let me just see who's playing D&D right now.
Very good. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back next week and tell your friends to come watch us, because we're amazing and we love you, and we're about to raid someone else.
We are counting down at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, etc., etc.
Yes, like and subscribe.
There we go. And
Subscribe.